Oh wow. We weren't live. And we're live. Yeah, I wasn't live. My bad, guys. So we were just kind of getting started in the Discord. I was talking to everybody here, but if you are listening or watching, just give me a shout in the YouTube chat. Let me make sure everything's working. Can you hear the music? Like, let me know if you can hear the music. I know there's a delay, so I'll just be kind of like waiting for responses, but we'll kind of catch up. Hey, first time's the chime, right? Alright, so I'm just gonna like click through, show you what I'm seeing here. Alright, where are we gonna go here? Let's see if I can it'll probably have to go through these speakers. Yeah, got a vibe. I wasn't even live like the whole time, so you didn't miss anything. We just started. If you guys can do me a favor, just share the link around, kind of nudge people and be like, "Yo, he's live." That way we can kind of get some questions going, cause you know I'm only here for you guys. I'm not here to just talk to myself. But I do have some things I want to talk about first, so I can go through those, but it also makes sense to kind of wait. That way we can kind of get some questions going, because you know I'm only here for you guys. I'm not here to just talk to myself. But I do have some things I want to. If anything, we can look at some charts. Everything's pumping. Look at that. Hope you got some dot. Look at some charts. I hope y'all got some dot. Chainlink on its way to $60 in the near term. Now this might look overextended to you, but to me, this looks very undervalued. Look at that shit. On its way to $60. Oops. Now this might look overextended to you, but to me, this looks very undervalued. Couple notches. Yeah, Chainlink is ready to rocket launch off of that little bottom there. That's definitely a bottom. You're seeing it getting bought up right at 6,000 satoshis or 60,000 satoshis, and it's up about 8% from there. Maybe a lot less than that. That's definitely a bottom. You're seeing it getting bought up right at 6,000 satoshis or 60,000 satoshis. It's up about 8% from there. Do you have a preferred chart type when you're looking at prices? No, I look at a few things. So like, what I'll look at specifically is, you got to contrast. I think for one, I don't know exactly what you mean by chart type though. Like the line charts aren't that detailed, so I don't like looking at these. Like definitely looking at candles is better. It's just these are more aesthetically pleasing when you're looking at it quickly. But if you really want detail, you have to look at candles. I don't like. Look what I said, man. It's launching. It's like boom, boom. It's gonna look just like this. The candle's gonna go. Whoo. You know what? Buy some Link. Not financial advice, but this is financial advice. Buy Link. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, when you look at candles, look at all the detail you have here. You can tell when it's on a sell, selling trend. You can tell when it's being bought up. So let me turn down myself. I can hear myself too much. Sorry. But yeah, so yeah, chart types. I mean, Link is definitely a good chart to look at. Let me see if we could find a better Link BTC. How about just Link? USD, just to get more detail. So like, yeah, charts are like, I mean, I try not to spend too much time on charts just because it's a waste of time. But when you are on a buying trend, you just buy when it looks like this. This is like the best time to be buying. So from September until December, yeah, build that position and get ready for the rocket launcher, I sound like such a YouTuber. But yeah, like that's all you need to know about charts. It's really just like look at what kind of trend it's in. I mean, you could even tell this when it's the line charts. It's like you don't even need detail. It doesn't matter. I mean, people who look at charts are like day traders, I would say. So if you're really like, oh, I'm trying to find a proper entry point, but I mean, if you generally know where the price has been the last, like what really matters, I'll be honest with you guys, is moving averages, right? Oops, didn't mean to do that. Indicators. Right, you just add a little moving average, make it 200, 100 day, whatever. Maybe the 200 day, and we'll add another one. Let's make this a little bigger. I hope it doesn't wipe it. Oh yeah, it's gonna wipe it. Let's back out. Oh, I hate this chart. Yeah, we need more data. All right, Emma. Right, 20-day. This is how I set up my charts when I do look at charts. 100 MA. And a moving average is just like, what was the average price for the last 200 days? And it's only days because I'm set to the day time scale. So for every tick in a candle is a day, just in case you didn't know, right? But yeah, moving average is just like, this is like the average price for the last 200 days. And in every, like, if I zoom in a bit here, right? So for this day, it'll actually tell you what the average price was. So the average price for the last 200 days was actually 14 bucks, right? For the last 100 days, it was $17. The average price in the last, or this isn't, yeah, this is dollars. So the average price in the last 20 days is $27. So if you bought 200 days ago, like, the chances are you probably got under 14 bucks probably, or around that price. All right, that's basically all moving averages mean. So when something fans out, like you're in a really bullish trend, like this is beautiful. Okay, it kissed the 200-day moving line, and this line would have been kind of there, like it would have been maybe a little bit lower, the 200-day back in this time frame. But it comes and approaches it. Once it kisses that line, it can go nuts. Because everybody's trading off of these kinds of indicators. Not everyone, but a lot of people usually use this. But there's other indicators that people use in crypto. So, but we're not talking about trading now. Is there any more questions? No? Okay, let's let me see. So I got some giveaways and stuff, so that's why I'm kind of waiting for people to show up, just to give them a chance. Because I could do it with you guys and everyone's a winner. But do share this with your friends if you want to give them a shot. Just gonna message a few people. Thorchain is amazing. Very cool project. Was good, Jeff G. So I'm just like, I'm wondering if is everyone like kind of at a PC, like at a computer, or are you guys like kind of probably on your phones, right? Let me know, let me know. Okay. Cause I am doing like, cause I told you guys, right? I'm doing some giveaways and stuff. So I just want to like see if you guys can participate if you're able to. It doesn't mean you have to do anything actively. It's also if you've done something in the past, you can just send me an address. All right, cool. You're on your Mac. So so Jeff G, if you want to have a chance to win a prize, I'll make it pretty easy for anyone who's not at their PC, right? So all you gotta do is a couple of things. Is obviously subscribe, right? I think you're already subscribed. Also, I want you to download Bright ID. Should be simple as ever. Just go in the Google Play Store. I'll even Google it myself here. Actually, let's go to here. Oops. All right, you can check out the website and just go to the download page, or you can get the APK straight. You don't even need the Play Store. Or you can go to the Play Store and just check it out, right? Bright ID. Looks like this. And share your link, your connection link. Now, I'm already connected with a few people. And I'm gonna see if I could share my camera. Oh, my battery's about to die. Alright, so everyone just share your Bright ID link in the chat. I want to get everyone connected. And if you don't have Bright ID, right? Just go to brightid.com. I think that's the website. Or .io or in crypto, so it might be, no, it's .org. Or just Google it in your Play Store. You know, get a chance to win something. You guys don't want to win anything? I don't see any links. Alright. We'll do that later. So, honestly, I feel like I'm talking to myself, but whatever. So we got Mirror Protocol. So this project is what I've been talking about for the last week or so. Actually 2 weeks. And if you haven't already by now, there's a staking program that they have running where you're basically getting paid to buy stocks. So, you know, if you've been in the group for a bit already, and if you've already been doing this, just let me know. Send me your Mirror address, and Who knows? Anyone there? No, there's no minimum. Price, what's up? Is that you on the mic? Got a hot mic there.
I mean, I got my iPhone mic. That's about it.
Oh, that works. That works for me. All right, guys. So just keep talking to me in the chat. You know, like I'm here to talk to you guys. I'm not here for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a script and stuff, but only if people are really listening. I'm not gonna just do this just to. Like I could just make videos. I don't have to go live.
My bad. What time did this start?
I started at 7-ish, but like cause of the live, I was like, I didn't actually go live until 7:20.
Oh, true.
It's all good though. Nobody's watching, so. Okay, I'm gonna just make a video because I feel like no one's really here to like interact.
You don't have your script ready? I thought you were gonna.
Bro, I can make a script. I can make a script.
Because I know I missed last week, which was Mir.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So no, I can make a script and just make a video, right? And just.
If you're recording.
Oh yeah, this is. Yeah, I mean it's live. It can get recorded. All right, so like no, I'm for real though. I'm going live so I can get interaction with like the group because like a lot of this stuff is about teaching, and I want to make sure that people are like actually receiving the lesson. Because like you can just listen and not do none of this, and it's a waste of my time if no one's doing anything.
Yeah, because you were saying that you want everyone to have their fucking laptop.
Yeah, like you know, even if you don't have a laptop, like I can still, you know, we can still do this. Like you can still learn and stuff. A lot of it is just apps and stuff anyway. The Mirror Protocol stuff, like I'm gonna show you that, how it works on the computer. If you're not at a computer, like you can always go back to the recording and I actually even posted a video to show you how to do it straight up. But yeah, if you want to win a prize, just get Bright ID and send your links, send your connections in the chat, so everyone can connect. Yeah, Bright ID is a really cool app. I have a really good feeling that it's going to be not huge. I mean, it's not like you can invest in it. But it's more so like this will be important. Just so, that's why I'm trying to get verified and get everyone kind of familiar with using it. because there's a good chance, like, it's already being used in projects, but there's a good chance that it might be used a lot more, right? So if it gets used a lot more, wouldn't it be nice if you guys were already using it, right? And you're not playing catch up. It's just a link. It's not a QR. It's not a QR code. You should be able to just kind of copy it. Like it's like a link. We were looking at the Chainlink chart earlier.
How you feel about it?
I'm feeling very bearish. It's gonna come down soon, man. It's gonna come down, but also, yeah, like I don't know, that kind of uptrend. I've never seen that before, so I don't know.
I mean, it's been kind of stagnant with like the entire market kind of been like for the past 3 days. It's kind of been like
you're getting used. You're getting used to crypto now, huh?
It hasn't been too
This
volatile.
guy's calling this stagnant. In the last 51 days, we're up 150% in Link. That's pretty stagnant. Yo, this is crazy, man. I've never seen anything like this. Link is like a unique chart. Like other charts don't look like this, especially against Bitcoin. I want to find a good Link Bitcoin chart on this without changing from CoinGecko. Okay, so I guess you guys are having a trouble sharing your Bright ID link in the chat. Let me see if I can do that before I even talk. I thought it was just text. And you can like copy it. And why does my Bright ID not want to open? Copy link. I'm gonna just, like I swear.
Yeah, it just says copy link for me under the barcode too.
I don't know if it's clickable though. I had to send it to myself and paste it here on PC. Well, I mean, computers, right?
Posted in what, general?
Well, I don't know. Like, post it in, because not everyone's in the Discord, right? So post it in the chat. Like, I'm gonna try it myself. I'm not sure how this is gonna go. I'm in my own chat. Guess it doesn't want to paste. Yeah, there you go. Boom. It's not hard. It took me like 5 seconds, yo. Jeff, just do it from your phone. Yeah, so if you're just logging in, I've seen some people are joining. Go to the App Store. I'm giving away money. Like, I'm being for real here. Like, I want people to get money here. I'm not gonna just move on. Get Bright ID and send me your link. It's not hard. Unless like you don't want money. That's okay. That's fine too. Then I will move on. But say something, like let me know if you don't care. If you're just like, yo, whatever, just move on, then that's fine as well. My favorite chart site though is let's see here. Univision. My favorite chart to use this for is Ampleforth. Now this chart looks terrible though, right? But the market cap though, it's all about the market cap. Now this is Ample versus ETH. But if you look at Ample versus USDC, hey, okay, it's a totally different picture. Wow, it's doing some crazy things right now. Gonna follow this line down and just break out of it. We're still good above $1 though. It just kissed it and just said, nah, we're in this trend. So it's gonna stay above $1 and keep growing. Yeah, that's no worries, man. Jeff doesn't want money, it's cool. He doesn't need my money. This is all for experimentation, guys. You know, the stuff I'm trying to give you here is just preliminary knowledge that you'll benefit from in the future, you know. So but I do want you to send the Bright ID links. I need you guys to get connected. Jeff, what are you doing, man? How? Oh my gosh! Send it in the chat. In the. Send it here. You can't be that bad with computers, man. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I did send it in there on my phone. I can see it.
You can see it?
Yeah, I can see it in the live video on my phone, but I can't see it on the video on my PC. So I don't know what is going on. I've sent it twice now.
Yeah, that's a trip. Yeah, you said you sent it. That's right. Can you guys see my connection?
Yeah, I can see yours.
Okay. Maybe it's blocking, like, I don't know, maybe it's like a spam thing.
Yeah, it thinks I'm spam. That's understandable.
Yeah, I guess so. Stream Health Analytics. I'm seeing if I can like change like the permissions. DVR. What's DVR? It's like recording. Enable auto stop. I don't know. Stream Health. Whatever. All right. It's blocking all the links.
Yeah, I don't see anybody's except yours.
That's so sad. Okay, so all right. So let's how do we get around that? That sucks. YouTube, what the fuck? Yeah, not everyone's in the Discord though. That's the thing. Here, I'm gonna share the Discord link, if everyone's see, I just don't want everyone to jump through so many hoops and shit. Like this is like not ideal. But let's do it. I'm just gonna share the Discord just in case people really want to get in on this. Expire after 7. I think this should work. Alright, so if you're not in the Discord, just hop in and share your bright IDs. You know, everyone link with everyone. If you're not, because I know everyone's not linked with everyone. So just, you know, flesh it out. And let's see if we can get ourselves verified. Because this is like the experiment I'm trying to do. But yeah, download Bright ID. So I think everybody that's here is in the Discord. So yeah, just yeah, I see Michael sent his link in the general chat. I'm gonna copy and paste the one in the text chat in the chat. Cool. We got everyone sending links. Dope. Alright, so this is cool. So everyone connect with everyone. I'm gonna actually connect with you guys too. Cool. This is a connection party. Alright, this is dope. Oh, my phone just died. That's great. Let me plug it in. It should be fine for a bit. Alright, so yeah, so you guys are all connected. If we ever do like a video chat, we could be like, can actually like show your QR codes and like scan your phones and stuff, which is pretty cool. Alright, so we got Bright ID going. That was fun. And I'm pretty sure everyone's subscribed, so that's good too. I'm gonna take a quick break before I go into like the mirror stuff. Does anyone have any questions? Anyone have like, you guys want to like jump on chat? You want to talk? You want to, you know, just say what's up? You know, whatever's clever. Anything goes. There's no stupid questions, for real. Is that you, Shaq?
Eh?
You got any questions for me, dog? What up?
Yeah. Hello?
How you doing, by the way, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's been a minute, man.
Just chilling. Just at home. Soaking up all of this info, you know?
There's a lot, right? It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty overwhelming. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, man. I've been like dipping in, dipping out. So, you know?
Yeah, man. It's like
It's coming together, you know?
Yeah, it'll come together, man.
We're just trying to get bro into it too, right? So
Yeah.
two minds combined.
Yeah, one thing I'll say to you, right, is that the real opportunity here is not buying these tokens. it's earning them.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that are like, I'm even trying to get the ethos going where people understand, like, I'm giving away money just because I got a lot of this stuff for free.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, a lot of this stuff, you're being incentivized to use the products, like just like how PayPal paid their first users $20 just to open an account.
Yeah.
You know, this is the same thing, except we're talking about thousands of dollars.
Great, man.
No joke. No joke. Right? And it's not like it's a given. It's just because it's just like, yo, like you're using this. They're like, hey, you'll probably use our stuff. Here's our token.
Yeah.
And they'll give you a token just to check it out. Right? So Mirror Protocol, just so you guys, like, I'll tell the story of how it started. So this project started, let's go to the chart. Right?
Yeah.
Number 200. Let's go to the max. It started December 3rd. I remember when it came out. I'm on Twitter every day. This is how you get this kind of info, is you got to be on Twitter and follow the right people. I mean, you could just follow who I follow.
Yeah.
And there's
your Twitter account's the same thing as your
my Twitter account's old. It's actually like
one of your first.
Yeah, it's like Tank Sky High.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, old school, bro. You remember the Tank name?
Yeah.
From Time. So Mirror is a very dope project, man. So we're just gonna look at the chart while I talk about it. Like, so it started off early, only 2 months ago, and they basically are like a derivatives market. Now, like, what's derivatives? It's basically just like a lending market where you give you deposit money, right? You're not really lending, sorry, you're borrowing, excuse me. You borrow synthetic stocks. So you can get like Tesla, right? And let's go to the actual thing here. So you can get some Tesla stock, but it's not actually backed by Tesla, like actual Tesla stocks. It's backed by dollars that are deposited just to create these tokens. And they're over collateralized, so they have more dollars are backing the tokens than like the value of the tokens themselves. So like, let me just show you. If I wanted to get some Tesla and deposit money, all I have to do is just, take the money that I have. So I got like $48 here. Select the asset that I want. Let me do something you guys can like. Let's just. Oh, I guess it's. Why is it only letting me do this? I don't understand. Let's see Amazon. Not enough. Oh, I guess I'm doing too much. That's why. Oh, so. Yeah.
Is your like you have a live screen, right? Doing this stuff?
Yeah, I'm showing my screen on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you could probably hear me live on Discord, but YouTube's gonna be a bit delayed.
Oh, okay.
But only by like a few seconds. It's not that bad. Yeah. But yeah, so you have like basically like I you know what? I'm gonna share my screen on Discord just in case people don't want to like. Just to make it easy for you guys. Okay, you guys can see the mirror screen? Alright. Okay, cool. So, All right, so Amazon. So I'll deposit like $50, and I can get maybe like it's 200%. So that means I can get like $25 worth of Amazon. Because if it was 100%, that would be 1-to-1. So 200% means it's like 2-to-1. So I'm putting in $50. I only get half out, right? And that's deposited. I can get back my $50 as long as I pay back this $25 worth of Amazon. All right. So now that I have this and is valued at a certain number, and that number is based on the actual price of Amazon stock, right?
Really?
At the time. So if you take a look here. Like, by the way, this is all powered by cryptocurrency, right? This is all being powered by crypto economic principles, right?
Yeah.
And I am definitely going advanced, so I'm just gonna explain what Mirror Protocol is, and then we'll take a second to for you to ask questions. But you have something here. It's called an Oracle, and it's basically a pricing mechanism where it's getting the price from the real world, from like the stock exchange, and it's telling the system what the price of the actual item is, of the stock. So Netflix is actually priced at $551 and 45 cents. So you can Google that. Like, let's look at it and just check, right? Right, $551.34. So it's off by like a couple cents. And this is Google, so you can't even really trust Google, right? I would trust this price more than I trust like just Googling it, to be honest with you. So the TerraSwap price though is the price that it's actually trading for on the platform.
Okay.
Right? So when you're actually buying it off the market, off of this market, this is the, sorry, I keep going to my page. This is the price that you're actually you're actually paying. Usually it's higher than the actual price of the stock. The reason why is because more people are buying it than there are people like minting the token. Right? So when more people are, there's not enough supply, basically. You know, there's never really going to be, it's always going to be like a little bit of a premium. But anytime that it's cheaper, like, then people who minted it are able to buy it off of the market and kind of make a profit. Because it's like below the Oracle price. They can mint it at the Oracle price. Like, whenever there's a price difference, when you have the ability to just like kind of mint something and deposit like an asset, you can do a lot of cool things for trading. Now, this is just like, you know, a very cool thing. This is going to be very relevant for people who like to trade or like to just do, you know, get exposure to price action without having to deal with signing up for anything, right? Like, look at all the stocks they have. Like, this is all. And the price, again, the prices are pretty tight towards them. They're not that far off. You have Google, you have the VIX, even you have Tesla. I'm actually very interested in buying the VIX right now.
The VIX?
Yeah, because it's like, if you look at the VIX, it's really low. I mean, this is just like a simple play for people. Like, some people make a much bigger plays with the VIX. But like, look how much it can go up.
The Mirror. What's the site?
Mirror. So yeah, so it's you want to go to terra.mirror.finance. Now the thing is, with this product, you definitely want to use it on your PC if you want to stake. They do have a mobile app, but it's only for trading the stocks themselves. It's not really for staking.
So better on the PC.
Okay, perfect. It's much better on a PC. I can't believe Bitcoin's at 50,000 US dollars. It's crazy. I mean, I can believe it. I totally can believe it. But it's like, wow, this is pretty. It's a nice number. I'm liking that number. So let's look at staking. You know, this is why we're here. This is why we're here. So I thought I bought. No, I didn't. Yeah. So this staking program is supposed to run for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
Now, even though it's not like it might not stay this high for that long. But I'm pretty sure it's supposed to stay for Mirror. It's supposed to stay like above 100, as long as I don't look into the math, but I know that when the price of Mirror goes up a lot, the APR can go up with it. But then it kind of regulates, and a lot more people come in, so the APR goes down because it's sharing it among everybody who's an LP. So there's a lot of, like, compared to these ones, there's a lot of tokens in here. That's why the number's so low. And these ones are much newer, right? There's not as many people in these ones.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so regardless though, I mean 100% is amazing. It's like, what? Like in a year you can expect to get double your money.
Yeah.
And that's interest. That's like on top of your money. That's not like price appreciation. That's like just extra money. You know, I'm gonna be honest, like I don't know how legal and stuff this is. Right? But it's more so like for them to be buying it. I mean, for them to be like supplying this. But the whole thing is that who's them? Like this is like this is a decentralized product, and it's pretty much like immutable at this point. No one can really take it down. It's already up.
Yeah.
Right? That's kind of how blockchains work. Like with Ethereum, when you have smart contracts that are running, and smart contracts are just like programs. So when you're running programs on Ethereum, once it's already up on the network, no one can really shut it down. Like I think there's a concept of destroying a contract, but if you like get rid of that permission, you can destroy that permission. Or just upload it without that permission. And once it's up, it's up. You can't make any changes. You know? So if the authorities were like, hey, we don't like this thing, shut it down, the only thing that they could attack is the website. Right? But the thing about the website is that that's just a front end. The blockchain still exists. So you can still like retreat. Like if you were staking and you're like, oh shit, like the FBI shut down my connection to the website. There's like, well, for one, there's VPNs, and then two, if they actually get to the website itself, you can still interface with the blockchain like just directly from your internet connection. Like to do it yourself, you need a bit of tech savvy. But there's a lot of people who know how to do that, and then they'll just throw up a website. So although Mirror, this website is a front end, it's not the only front end. There's going to be plenty more if you ever needed one, more than one. Just like with Top Shot. Let's go to Top Shot for a second here. So Slam. Oh no, I don't have the thing for it. Let's go with. Sent a link earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys can see this?
Yeah, I can see it.
So Crypto Slam is like, you can even look at this like just like, again, this is just a front end that's interfacing with the blockchain. So on the back end, this website is reading what's happening on the Flow blockchain. This is for NBA Top Shot.
Oh wow.
So everything that's happening in the background, I mean, is real time. 30 minutes ago, like let's like refresh this. There should be more sales than that 30 minutes ago. I guess
that's called Crypto Slam, eh?
Yeah, so Crypto Slam is just an analytics website. It's just like looking at applications. You can actually look at more than just... So you can look at what's going on in Atari, Axie Infinity. These are all NFT video games. So if anyone's interested in crypto games, I just found this website yesterday. So like if you're like, oh, why didn't you show me? I just found it yesterday. So, but look at all the games that are here, right? There's tons. And Axie Infinity is probably like the next most profitable game. Today's sales volume, $68,000, almost $69,000.
Axie Infinity.
Yeah, Axie Infinity. Now the thing about it is that it's run on ETH, so stay away from ETH, yo. There's like, as a newbie, like being new and not being like a huge whale where you have like, you know, thousands of dollars to throw around at crypto. Yeah. Ethereum's very expensive. Like look at this shit. Like you see this face? You see this? Can you see that? like that Gwei price, that's pretty much like, I'm gonna say it's 10 times the price what it normally is maybe 2 years ago.
Wow.
For gas. Right? So
just now Zerion tried to charge me, I think it was like $100. It was like $60 to $100 to take out or to transfer that UV Bright into Ethereum. Wow.
Oh wow. But that's because you're trading on a DEX. So the thing about Unibright, yo, just hold Unibright, man. Why are you selling it? Hold that shit. Like you guys gotta realize the projects I'm showing you, I'm not showing you stuff to trade. Like if you're gonna buy it, you should have the conviction to understand that these are assets that you're supposed to hold.
I didn't trade it. I was just looking to.
You're just looking at it
because I needed Ethereum, but then when I seen how much they're gonna charge me,
nah, man, it's not. Yeah, like if you have shit coins that I did not talk to you about, sell those. If I told you about any of these projects, you're gonna kick yourself for selling. Cause I've been there. I've sold things where I'm like, yo, I should have just held. I was way better off holding. Now, shit coins, things that I don't talk about anymore, those were good at, like, I should never have bought them in the first place, right? And especially because gas gets so high. But I mean, a lot of these things, like, I'm not a trader, you know. I'm here for the long haul. You know, anybody that I've saw or myself that I've sold things, their face got ripped off like a week later. You might have felt good for like a couple of days when it just kind of was choppy or it went down, but most of the time these things all went up like 3x, 5x. Unibright, yo, let's look at the Unibright chart because like I'm surprised it has not gone up more. There's like a,
it's bubbling.
Yeah, there's there. Oh wow, yeah, there's a. Oh yeah, it is bubbling, bro. It's up 30%. Yeah. You see what I'm saying, yo?
I take a little bit of profit. These guys are like, hold up. Okay.
Yeah, it's up right now. And this guy was about to sell it. You see what I'm saying?
Not all of it. It's like a well, too, but Jesus,
still, hold it, dog. Just hold. It's undervalued as hell. This Unibright should be going up like 5x.
Yeah.
Especially when Bitcoin doubles. When, like, you guys gotta understand, like, I don't know how much you guys really get this, but when Bitcoin goes to 100K or even close to it, as it's approaching that, all of the altcoins are getting dragged up. Even the ones that look like in Bitcoin value that look like they're doing nothing, they're 3xing in US dollar value.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like I'll show you an example. Like look at Unibright. Look at, oh, you think that this is amazing, right? That's nice for today, but like look at the Bitcoin chart over time. It's not going to be impressive. Like it had a nice run up, but you know, before January 2020 it did nothing, right? And then even now it's declining, right? So, you know, it's not about the you know, I should trade this, or it's just hold it for the year. You need to hold it long term, because over time, like while Bitcoin's in a bullish trend, everything's going up, like a lot. This is just the beginning. It's just starting. Like look at that. That looks like a totally different chart. It's gonna do the doctor test, the eye doctor test, like, yo. A or B? A or B? It's the same chart. Like that just means Bitcoin's on a bullish trend. It's going up, so everything's going down in Bitcoin value because it's actually outpacing Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin's outpacing everything else long term. But in US dollar terms, this has gone up, yeah, 100x since January. Oh, not 100, sorry, 50. Well, yeah, 100. If you go to October, it was 10 cents. But that's just that, like again, if it breaks these Bitcoin trends, which they do, because it's finding a bottom around like a couple thousand, like 14,000 satoshis, right? 15,000 satoshis. It's just gonna bounce up from that, and it's gonna do this again. This is where you want to be. Like, you're holding it at the perfect time before it does something like this. Are you seeing this? That kind of uptrend in Bitcoin is like, it's like, mwah. Like, this is like what Doge did, right? It just went up like 5x in Bitcoin value, 6x in Bitcoin value. But in US dollar terms, I mean, that's like still the same thing, I guess. Oh, what I did, whatever. All right, that's enough of that. So yeah, so Mirror Protocol. Did anyone, is anyone already in the pools, in the Mirror pools? Just pulling up the YouTube. I guess that's no. Oh, I haven't been looking at the chat, sorry. Hey man, thoughts on Key? Key, I haven't heard of Key. Let's take a look at Key. Self-Key. Sorry, I've been neglecting the chat. So if you're in here still, let's take a look. This might be some free alpha right here. It's been around for a while. Oh, Self-Key. Oh, I know Self-Key. heard of it. Haven't heard of much of what it's doing lately though. Like when I'm just like, this is like my heat check. I just like, oh, well, they've been around for a long time, so this makes sense. They have a lot of followers. Are they tweeting? The best wallet for DeFi. Yeah. User would simply download the Selfkey wallet application on a personal device. Identity data is stored locally on the device. So here's the thing that I'll say about Ethereum, right? It was a great launch pad for crypto. You know, to get everything off the ground, to get people to be interested and to understand the power of like what crypto can do. Selfkey was built on top of Ethereum. So if anyone doesn't understand, you have like a pretty much an operating system that's running 24/7, and people can create like little programs and big programs that hold billions of dollars. And they can also do interesting things like Selfkey does, like an identity system. Like, let's see if there's like, Selfkey provides organizations and individuals with complete ownership over their own digital identity. Yeah, identity. Empowering them to discover additional privacy and freedom. Right? So Selfkey is a sovereign identity system. So like that, all of that, you know, all of this big ideas you can build on top of Ethereum, right? And if you imagine that, like, you know, you can take that to a lending market and say, well, what if I just want to build, or how about this, like a wallet application? Like, there's all kinds of reasons to make tokens, and there's a lot of projects that are made that don't use tokens at all. Like Frontier is just a wallet. All of the token is just like a rewards token, right? So they made one. It doesn't really have any use. Oh wow, it's up quite a bit today. What are they doing with Front? It's probably a staking program or something, right? So there's all kinds of reasons to make things on Ethereum. You just have to think of it, and you can most likely build it. It might not be useful, but you can build it. It's really just like an operating system. It's just like making programs. So Selfkey, you know, these kinds of projects, I'll be honest, they don't really excite me. What really excites me in the crypto space is the layer ones that are actually improving on what Ethereum is doing. The only reason I'm interested in that is because I want to use crypto like now. I don't want to wait 4 years for it to be affordable. Using ETH right now is super expensive. Like, it's like prohibitively expensive for me, at least. For a lot of rich people, sure, they can pay those fees. It makes sense because they're moving tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars at a time. But I'm not down. So I'm looking at like Cardano, because projects like Selfkey, like, and this is kind of like a long-winded way of me saying, like, projects like Selfkey, even like Scale, even a more prominent project, like these projects exist because Ethereum is inefficient. Now, I really like a lot of the projects that are built on top of Ethereum. I love them, right? Like, it's what got me into crypto. To understand it, you know, Ethereum, without Ethereum, there's none of this is anywhere. But it is still inefficient. And then you have like layer 2s all around the place, like Scale or, you know, Polygon, right? That are here to kind of be like the solution to Ethereum's expensiveness, but it's really not like worth it. It's just like a hype. It's a hype thing now, because like when the gas prices go up, like these things pump a lot, and nobody really cares about like the actual technology. Because like when I'm looking at projects that are still coming out, they still are just running on the base chain, where it's like really expensive to trade, and you know, only really rich people are trading these things, and it feels like a money grab to me. So I'm sorry, I kind of went on a rant there. I wasn't trying to do that. So Cardano's really dope. Load the boat on that. But yeah, so again, is anybody in a Mirror Protocol pool already? You know, let me take a look at the chat here. Doesn't care what the coin is called. No, nobody's in the pools? Like, no one?
I have some questions about the pools still. I haven't jumped in yet.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, what's up?
Sorry, I have tons of questions, but I'm just really bad at jumping in on things. I don't want to cut anybody off, but yeah, so for Mirror, I mean, I'm skeptical of synthetics in general. I mean, I'm not an expert in them at all, but I mean, I look at something like silver, which is, you know, over invested by like 400% because of synthetic silver, and that's worrisome for me. So I mean, I look at something like this, and like in Mirror, you have just the standard APR, but then when you hover over that little eye, you can see on some projects like sorry, let me bring it back up. Like GME, they have that APY if compounded daily. It's at like 3,400% if compounded daily, and from what I understand, that's like if you stake and pull profits every day and then restake that for a year, it ends up being, you end up having a 3,400% return, basically.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I'm just wondering how they can guarantee that on synthetics, and like what their liquidity guarantee is like, or what their collateral is like. Because if everybody does that,
you can see what's happening, right? Like there's a premium on buying the asset.
Yeah.
Versus the actual price. So all that, it's not like this system's gonna collapse on itself. All that happens is that if you've bought the token instead of minting it when it's above the actual price, then you're running the risk of it collapsing to the like not collapsing, but like to correcting to the Oracle price, right? Now the incentive structure is like it really won't just implode because the system's over collateralized, right? Like if you look here, you see total collateral ratio. It's collateralized over 100%. So that's 89. It's not double, right? But if everybody were to say, I want to claim my Netflix or my Apple for the dollar value of the Oracle price, not the price that you paid, the Oracle price, right? Mm-hmm. You can claim it, right? Because you have like a claim to the funds that are behind this, right? So like here, like what tends to happen is that you have the ability to mint, or you can just trade. Now, if you're just trading, you really aren't worried about what's happening behind the scenes, because again, it's all over collateralized. So like all the money is there. There's actually like more money than what's actually being traded, right? So if people are getting like liquidated and stuff, like that money's there. It's most of it actually, to be honest, the reason why it's not a perfect 200 is because people can use other assets like the Tesla and stuff like that, right? Now, where the real risk in the system is if like the Oracle goes down or something wrong happens with the Oracle price, because then you're not actually able to redeem the value, the proper value of the token, right? But
so what would cause that Oracle price to drop?
So
or like what could happen? I mean,
Yeah, so what's backing this Oracle price is not a centralized system. It's actually backed by Band Protocol. I didn't want to get into it because it's like a whole other crypto project. But you asked, so it's like, have you heard of Link? Chainlink?
Yeah.
So you might already know, right? But Chainlink is like is another Oracle. Let's just go to Chainlink.
Yeah, I have a very basic understanding of oracles.
Yeah,
in that
so
I know they exist and their projects.
Yeah, okay. So I'll tell you what they do. So at the biggest use case for Chainlink and for oracles right now is for pricing, is for prices, okay? Now, what they do at a rudimentary explanation is like oracles take outside information, and when I say outside, I mean outside of a blockchain. Inside of a blockchain, you might have like, oh, how many blocks were made in the last couple of minutes, or how many chain links were sent, and you can think of what blockchain data is. But the funny thing is Ethereum doesn't know what fucking price it is in the outside world. Like Ethereum has no concept of what its price is of 1 ETH.
It just has the transaction data.
It just knows transactions. It's a robot, right? Like like the pricing is like an external factor. And then I'm just using price here is just an example. You can take Chainlink and the concept of oracles and say, like, how much is it raining in Dubai right now? Like it's really like a Google, right? Where it's built an incentive structure for people to provide data that might be useful to programmers, to developers. All right. So a lot of the time, for right now, for financial products, the only outside data that you really need is pricing data, right? So that's why oracles come into play. Is like for a lot of these financial products, most of the time, all they need is just a price feed, and it gets for Band, this gets updated every 2 minutes, I think, something like that. Yeah, so and then when market closes, it's like an aftermarket now. So you could still see the TerraSwap price change, but the Band price, it stays the same because the market price isn't changing, so it has to stay the same.
Yeah, and it's tied to regular markets, so it doesn't run 24 hours like crypto markets. Yeah.
Exactly. So the only real risk that you're taking as a buyer of these synthetic tokens is the price difference between the Oracle price and the TerraSwap price. Because there's an incentive, because remember, for one, all of the tokens in existence, there's someone who's actually capitalized here, who's deposited twice the amount to get to get these tokens and sell them and trade them. All right, none of these tokens came out of nowhere. They're all capitalized by the minting process. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if the price goes below the Oracle price, me as a minter, I'm incentivized to buy that. Do you understand? Because I have deposited, I basically have borrowed this at a certain price. So now if it's under the price of the Oracle price, I'm incentivized to buy it, and I can redeem it for the actual dollar value.
Okay.
Because it doesn't really care that what the price really is. For me, it's just cheaper. For me, it's just that's below the Oracle price, right? Mm-hmm. But for the loan that I've taken out, it's cheaper for me to buy it back, right?
Right.
For the Oracle, it's just oh well, you need to give back this many. If I put in 40 Apple or whatever, if the price of this goes below what it's actually supposed to be, I'm just incentivized to buy it off the open market and trade it in and just capture the price difference. Mm-hmm. So I save money for paying back my loan, pretty much.
And just so I'm clear, because as soon as I think I understand this shit, it just I don't. Minting, liquidity providing, and staking are all separate things, right?
Yeah, they're all different things.
Oh, this is your number. I'm like, yo, man, I don't know who the fuck's calling me,
Yeah,
man.
liquidity providing is like you're pooling, like you take 2 tokens and you put them in a pool.
Yeah.
Staking just means you've deposited something. It doesn't even mean that you can't move it. It just means that you've deposited and you're kind of proving that you've done something. Right? That's all staking is. It's just like you've changed state. Like you've just said, hey, this is now up for grabs, or this is now like here. Like, look, it's just a concept really. It's a very loose concept.
Yeah. But for Mirror, you have to be providing liquidity in order to stake, correct?
Yes, these 2 things you would call liquidity mining.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Because again, this is the high barrier to entry, right? You have to kind of understand what the hell you're doing. And
which is why I haven't done it yet.
Well, I mean, I made a how-to video, right? I'm trying to make it easy for you guys to just do it. Because it's really nothing to it, and the whole risk of like, fuck the price risk, man. You're using crypto, dog. Like, this whole thing is risky, right? Like, the entire thing is risky. Now, the beautiful thing that you gotta understand is that this is actually more secure than our actual banking system, bro. That's what's bugging me, is that this whole system is overcapitalized. Our current system is incredibly undercapitalized. It's all credit.
Well, yeah, fractional reserve. There's 10% liquidity if we're talking about dollars, right?
Well, yeah, that's like that's one thing, right? I'm talking about something else, right? Like, I'm talking about just the stock system, right? The way that the stocks are set up. That's another problem. Like, there's a whole credit thing where you can borrow stocks and you can short stocks and stuff, to the point that they're like, this collateral ratio is fucking negative, where it could happen based on the price action, because they're not, like, honestly, man, it's just the way that these systems are set up. They're not set up the way our current system is set up, and that's why we're seeing so much volatility in our actual financial system. Like, if there wasn't a problem, they wouldn't have to print so many dollars.
Yeah. Well, and that can only lead to hyperinflation anyway, right? Which this actively works against.
I'm gonna say no. Like, I've learned enough to realize, like, just saying hyperinflation is just a buzzword. It really is. There's a lot of facets. Like, I'm not even good at explaining this because I don't fully understand it myself, to break it down simply. But there's a lot of things at play that have to do with this that don't have to do with just hyperinflation, right? Like, end goal, like, you're gonna see that, sure. But because the US dollar is so unique, that this all might look different, right? Like certain things might crash while prices of other things might go up. Like, this is all going to be weird. So, but the problem is that there's too much debt in the system. Nobody owns anything. Everything is borrowed. So when it comes down to, like, who owns what, nobody knows. Usually it just comes down to, like, a corporation just holding the rights to everything. At least with this, who is minted what, and it's the minters who are taking the most risk, if anything. Well, not even really, because, like, I mean, yeah, like, the capital is there. It's really the traders who are taking the risk, just in case, like, but again, it's more so the risk that the price, like, they paid a huge premium for like, and that's the risk, is that you overpaid for something that should be like a lower price.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, Synthetics, it has been doing this for a long time. SNX, I haven't really actually. I don't know how it works. I have to find this thing. Hold on.
I have a dumb question when you have a sec.
No such thing as a dumb question, man. What's up?
No, it's kind of dumb, but it's just like I think I know the answer, but I don't quite know. Is when everyone's predicting the markets, they always look at whenever Bitcoin or basically the big boys go on a big high, all the altcoins suffer. And I assume that's just because volume goes into big boys.
Absolutely.
But is there anything else at play there? I know there's a lot more tech and actual dealings going on behind some of the altcoins and actual companies behind them rather than just sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good question. Because let me see if I'm right. Because you're asking is there more to it than just the price action, right? Is there still good good projects at play?
Yeah, basically, I'll use a really simple example.
Yeah.
Is, obviously, Bitcoin's going up, and Cardano's not doing terrible, but their progress has been slowed down. But that doesn't mean they're not a good
that doesn't
project
mean they're not
or
a good
anything like
project.
that.
That's a great question, man. That's actually a really, really good question because, yeah, I mean, even if you look at the stock market, right? The stock market's doing amazing. Even companies that probably shouldn't be doing great are kind of going up. But price action in the stocks, in the markets, don't always reflect what's actually going on behind the scenes. No. So what you're actually seeing there is an even flow of funds going from Bitcoin. Just like you said, it goes to the Bitcoin, it goes to the big boys, and then it goes to the alts. And that's literally what's happening. And it's just up to you to be ahead of that curve, right? So right now, as Bitcoin's going up, you should be buying everything that's going down in Bitcoin value, right? Or especially anything that's going down in US dollar value, if it's a good project, right? So that's where conviction comes in. If you just want to be hey, I know this is a good project. Like Cardano, I'm about to buy some, right? For sure. Because
that's kind of the thing is it's always hard when everyone's always buy the dip, right? But if you actually believe in something, it's kind of hard to be okay, yeah, I want to buy the dip, but I also just don't want to walk away or forget about something that I care about type thing. Again, as you said, emotions aside, but
yeah, it's hard when it's actually time to do it. It's oh shit, I don't know. Is now the time to buy the dip?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the question. That was a good question. So let's do a little live walkthrough of staking Mir. So I don't really judge based off of how much the staking rate is. I kind of just say, hey, I like this company, so I'm just gonna get a little exposure to the price action. But something to realize is that when you pool, if you're actually staking, right, you're going to be pooling, you're actually reducing the volatility by half. Because when the price goes up maybe 10%, you're selling on the way up. So that 10% is really more I'm not going to say 5, I don't think it cuts it down in half, but you're kind of, because you're selling on the way up, you're kind of breaking down that gain on a curve. So you're probably making more 6.5% increasing, right? But that's also good because on the way down, you're also buying the dip. So you might be it might be going down in value, but at least you're benefiting from buying that dip. I'm sorry, my math is terrible, so I'm probably butchering the hell out of that explanation. So let's go to trade because I have a bunch of UST. So you know what? I'm actually gonna this is what I want to do. I'm not gonna pool. I already have a video for that. So if you want to see how to stake Mir, it's just I think it's a 13-minute video. You can kind of skip a little bit of the beginning if you already have Luna or UST. If not, watch the whole video. I show you how to do everything. What we're gonna do today is actually chain hop. So I'm gonna take UST and US, and I'm gonna buy like a stock. You guys wanna let's go to the end goal. So this is the chain that we're gonna hop to. So we're gonna go to Pancake Swap. This is the hot project out right now. And I'm gonna connect my wallet, my MetaMask.
Is this the one that you were saying earlier? It looks like an iPhone game or something, because it totally does.
Yeah. This feels like a MMO, because just the fact that I know that everybody else is doing this, it feels like a multiplayer game. Like it's like where was I? I think I was in the pools.
Well, have you seen? I mean, this is like a half related thing. This looks way more like a video game than I think I've ever seen.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like it's almost it's almost like any of those like Clash of Clans games you can play. But have you seen that Binance is letting you like bet against other people basically with crypto?
How? Like other traders?
So I haven't done it, but they keep trying to get me to do it because that's how they make money, I guess. But there's a whole they call it battle. You basically like join with one other, like it's like peer to peer, and you join with one other peer, and whoever is, I guess, most right in their prediction
like
wins
a price
it.
prediction.
Yeah.
Cool,
And
cool.
you stake in like the traditional way. You bet whatever you want, and then if you win or you get whatever you get, that's what you're putting at stake. It's kind of nuts, and I know that they're trying to like make it a game so that you don't think about the fact that you're spending money, but
No, that's like a lot of people are gonna go for that though. Like that's like a really fun betting game for people.
yeah, it's like easy gambling, right?
Yeah, it's easy money, right? Like just odds and stuff. No, that's that. You know what's cool is you see how that's a centralized company doing that. There's actually gonna be like already like crypto games where you can do that just peer to peer between two people, and you have like an oracle, right? Kind of just telling you what the answer is, or telling you what the price is, or kind of giving you the data that you need. So a lot of things that are happening now are just going to be able to be like interactive on the internet. This is really just like the new layer of the internet, guys. Like if you look at this, like plugging into MetaMask, like this is the new way to interact with websites. It's the financial layer of the internet. It's about time. I'll be honest with you. Like this should have been a thing already. But banks and stuff, they don't want you to be free and use your money the way it's intended. Social money, at least, right? So all of these are projects, individual projects. What's really cool is that they've seemed to have donated tokens to PancakeSwap, the platform. And if you stake your cake tokens, you can earn their project token. So it's like a way to distribute tokens for free, right? As long as you have some cake. And this is where, again, and this is where like it feels like a video game because you're actually being incentivized to do things and you get rewards for it, right? Like it's not just how it looks, but it's actually like how you're supposed to be using this. It's like a video game, through and through. I love it. Like look at these return rates. Now, is this sustainable? It's probably like you should probably look at this like a daily rate. Like, oh, I'm earning like 1/4% a day, or 1/3 of a percent on my money a day. So if you put $100, you'd make like, what is that? 3 cents a day, 30 cents a day. Probably
Better than a savings account.
way better than a savings account, man. That's like 30 cents a year, 3 cents a year for $100 on that 1%. Again, my math is terrible, so don't add that up. Cake pool. So yeah, so okay, so cake. So we're gonna go to trade, exchange. Now this is what's really cool, really cool stuff. I'm gonna type mirror. Look at that. So you already have mirror protocols on 3 different blockchains. Or at least their M assets are, not the mirror token itself. I'm gonna duplicate this and go to eth.mirror.finance. Look at Walter White there. So, so it's, of course this is Walter White because it's meth. So you got METH. I wonder if they're, so this is interesting. So they didn't actually launch these M assets, the new ones like the GME and stuff, on Ethereum or PancakeSwap. They could come later, but they just launched it first on the main. So mainly Mirror is built on Terra. So before I start, let me see how much Mirror I got here. Alright, so the next 3 people to give me their mirror address, I'll send them 1 mirror. So that's like $5 each. In the Discord, in the YouTube, whatever. I was gonna make it so like if you were staking or not, but there's not enough people that are actually staking, so whatever. If you at least have a mirror, like a Terra wallet, that should be enough. I know some people do, so.
You're gonna make me pull out my actual computer instead of my work computer,
Hey,
and I think that might be worth it.
well, check this out. Here's oh, actually no, Mirror. If you at least get the Mirror wallet, like you can go on the App Store on your phone and search a Mirror wallet, you can get a Mirror, like a Terra wallet address. If it's too much of a hassle to just, because Terra Station is how you actually get the Terra wallet on your browser. I'm flexible here, man, so it's all good. There's no.
When you say on your browser, you mean like on any browser, like desktop, or like on phone?
Any Chrome browser. I think Chrome is any Chrome type browser.
You mean to tell me they don't do Brave?
Well, they definitely do Brave. Brave is a Chrome.
Brave is Chrome, yeah.
Like a Chrome-based browser.
Look, I said I was gonna ask stupid questions.
No. Hey, man, that's not a stupid question. I wasn't clear enough. Yeah, so this is my Terra wallet right here, right? So, Terra Station. I'm gonna send my Twitter, just in case anyone's not on my Twitter. Put it in the YouTube chat. Meth. Yeah, yeah, I'm loafing, sorry. So while you guys get your mirror addresses ready, and again, the first three, I mean, wherever I see them in the chat, yeah, I'll give you guys some time. So we're just gonna do a chain hop. So let's take a look here. I'm gonna buy some. Guys, what should I get? Amazon, Google, Netflix, Tesla. Tesla? I think Tesla.
Tesla seems safest, but you can only do those four, or can you do little guys?
So I can only do these four because this is what's available on PancakeSwap.
Right.
I think I might be able to send any M asset, like even GME, but I'd have to like make my own pool. So add liquidity.
Right, yeah. You're like going for the biggest ones right now. Okay.
Yeah. So those are the ones that are already up there. They definitely have liquidity already. Yeah, let's go with Tesla. I don't want to like spread across too many things. I like Tesla.
Bro, I just got an email saying Newton just surpassed 100,000 users.
Oh, nice.
That's baby food.
That's baby food, right? They're so tiny, man. They just started maybe 2019. They're not that old.
They're starting to charge for transactions now. Before I could just send it to my MetaMask.
Yeah, so that's why I shared it with you originally, because they were free. But right now, because it's surging, they call it surge pricing.
Mm-hmm.
But this shit's gonna be surging all year.
Right.
It's like I'm telling you guys, like get your ETH now and hold it or whatever. But after that, just focus on Cardano and like all the smaller blockchains, because in terms of like where this is going, this is way bigger than Bitcoin, guys. Way bigger than Bitcoin. Like what Cardano's going after is like a multi-trillion-dollar market. Now, all of it might not accrue to the ADA token where it becomes like worth trillions of dollars, but the amount of economic activity, a lot of them can have tokens that accrue that value as well. Like if you think about like the way I think about blockchains is like I keep going on tangents, but like whatever, we're having a talk here. The way I think about blockchains is like nobody knows what Cisco does. No one knows what like what are they called?
Man, just said 1900.
We've been talking lots about oracles, but Oracle, they make tons of
Oracle,
software.
exactly. Thank you. That's the fucking word. That's what I was. Yeah, because it was Oracle. Yeah, it was like right under my nose.
No, when you first started talking about it, I was like Oracle, like the software company, and then I started looking like no.
Yeah, but
and
it's
then luckily someone else asked.
Yeah, it's a funny segue though, because it is Oracle pretty much gives you like the base layer of the internet, kind of like above the actual wiring, right? But like a lot of companies use Oracle for hosting and stuff, right? Like they use it for database management and stuff like that. And a lot of companies use it together, right? So Ethereum is kind of like that, where, or not just Ethereum, but blockchains are kind of like that bottom layer, that software layer of the internet, where all like Facebook uses it, all these companies use it, but nobody knows what the hell Oracle is or what they specifically really do. So you guys, as like, I mean, even though you're retail investors and stuff, like you're gonna become techies, because you're investing in the internet. You're investing in a layer of the internet that most people are not gonna know or care about. they might send ETH or they might send stuff around, but in terms of staking and all of that stuff, like a lot of these people are going to interact with this through like their bank. They're not going to own the raw asset.
Actually, Jeff and I were talking about that earlier today. We were like, oh, so the in Canada at least, there's the first what is it called? ETF for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But like it's for just Bitcoin, and it's like, how is that an ETF? It's just them being like,
well,
yeah, you have Bitcoin.
No. So ETFs. So this is what I've learned is that ETFs doesn't exactly have to be a diversified portfolio. What an ETF really means is that they own the asset. So if you buy it, that means you have claim on the actual asset. So if that
that's kind of the shady part, right? Is you're like, okay, instead of, I mean, I guess if you don't have access to a cold wallet, that's how you do it, right?
It's just to make it generalized. It makes it easy for people on the stock market just to get price exposure to Bitcoin, without having to actually buy Bitcoin. So some people are going to be into that, but what they're guaranteeing is that I think there's not supposed to be too much of a price premium. Like maybe there's a fee, but it's not supposed to be like get out of control. Like they're supposed to follow the price of Bitcoin. And yeah, for every share that you own, there's supposed to be claim. Now I don't know how true that is. You're right. It could be kind of shady. Because like end of the day,
you'd hope that they do it right.
You would hope. But like by law, they're supposed to account for all of the holders. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how I should say this, right? Like I think you're skeptical of that system just because inherently our system is shaky when it comes to ownership. Like who owns? Like how does this institution know that I own the stock?
Yeah, and I mean the other idea is like, I think that for, I don't know, like my parents, it'd be like, yeah, okay, if that's how I'm gonna get into crypto, that's how I'm gonna do it. But like for a lot of us, it's like, no, I'm gonna join Discord and go to a chat and talk about this and like try and figure it out. But
yeah, because that's what the younger generation does. They understand what's happening, right? Rather than just investing in it based on what their wealth manager says or something.
Must be nice, right?
Well, I mean, when you're in that position, it's like how you take cues. Some people manage their investments directly, but most people don't. They just take cues from wealth managers. But the world is flipping on its head, I tell you. Software is eating the world.
It is, in kind of a good way. I kind of love it.
Yeah, I mean, in the best, not in the best way, but in a way, it's because I start to think about like automation and how it's displacing jobs, right? But as long as we have the same amount of job creation and value accrual and stuff like that, then it should be okay. It should be fine. So that's like another thing is like, definitely like look for work, like look for not just staking, like if anything, liquidity providing is like work, like you're putting your money to work, but it takes you to actually deploy, right, and do this. But look at the payment. If you do something like this in size, in a good amount of size, you can rely on not rely, but you can expect to get a proper decent return, like kind of consistently. And from what I've read, they're emitting a lot of their token for the next 4 years, and this is how they're distributing the mirror token. That's why there's so much of it in here, because it's just like it's all going in the liquidity pool.
Well, you could even do something like, a new age version of an office pooling together to buy lottery tickets, but get a couple people to pool some resources into one stake to get higher rewards and then split it up between the people.
Well, you don't get higher rewards because the stake is all together. Like generally the interest rate is the same if you just kept it in your wallet yourself. Or am I wrong? I don't know.
Can you say that again?
Well, if I understand correctly, Jeff, you're saying like if we all pool together and stake together, we could earn higher rewards, or something.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like a percentage return throughout the year, and I mean, I'm not talking like big numbers, but I mean like, you know how offices, everybody pools like $5 or $10 and they buy 100 lottery tickets because there's a higher percentage of winning. Doing something like that with some friends where you have like a shared wallet where everybody puts in $100 and then you have $1,000.
I see what you're
and
saying.
then that percentage return is higher. I mean,
Or
I
even
don't know. I'm
companies
also
have,
It's
not-
not necessarily true.
Companies
I mean,
also
it's-
have group investments, right? Like
Yeah.
beyond all that, companies are like, oh yeah, if you invest in whatever it is, we have a group investment, and you can be a part of the bigger returns.
No, so the way that's set up is like, the way I see it mathematically is like, if I took that same $100 and I bought the same thing, there's no difference if I did it as a group or not. Like if you're talking about buying like ADA or something, right? Now the reason why I see groups coming together to invest is like to get over a barrier, like a price to entry. A lot of investing in the traditional world is not individual. It's like, or it is individual, but it's like you have a lot of capital that you need to put up first. So like to get into like a private round of a private company or investment round or whatever they call it, is like, oh, you have to be an accredited investor, or you need to have like $100,000 or something like that. Like you need a certain bar to be able to even invest. Especially like real estate. Like real estate, you need a down payment. You can't just start from zero, right? So
at that point, it would. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say, so you'll have like groups coming together to buy.
So it would almost be like at that point, it would be like a group coming together to buy one Bitcoin, so to speak. Like in that case, it'd be like,
Yeah,
we
but
want to
there's no
buy
reason.
one Bitcoin as a group, and then we'll divvy it up evenly based
Yeah,
on
but
where it
that's
goes, type
just
thing.
that's just sentimental. There's no reason, because you could buy you can buy a piece of a Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
So
I guess that's a big difference. Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't have that barrier to entry. This is why cryptocurrency is so beautiful too, guys. Because like any project that has huge upside potential, you don't have to buy a whole share. You know, you could be a small fry and have $20. All you could have is $20, and you could still participate, even if the share costs $1,000. Right?
It's my favorite part of it, honestly, is like, it's not like you have to buy a full share. You can just kind of
Yeah.
go as you go and be like, oh, I want to invest in this, I want to invest in that, I want to.
And the
divvy
thing
up.
that's underrated too is that for the initial cost to actually buy, it's like they charge only like 1% or like 0.5% of your trade. On like an actual stockbroker account, you have to pay like a commission fee of like $5 to $10.
Yeah,
per
no matter
trade.
what you buy, right?
No matter what you buy, even if you sell, you have to pay $10 commission fee or $5 commission fee. That's why Robinhood got so popular, because they got rid of that. No commission.
And then they got unpopular real quick.
Real quick.
Yeah, they were also selling people's data to hedge funds.
Yeah, that's what they do, right? So
Yeah.
so that's their real profit model, is that they sell your data. You're the product. All right, so I'm gonna buy some Tesla here. Now that we're talking about stocks, Tesla. I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is. Like time me, you know, it's 9:13. So I'm gonna actually like do something here. Maybe I'll click this later. So this is gonna take me longer than it should take anyone with just like a Terra Station wallet, because I have to like actually accept the transactions, and I'm talking, so that's it.
So, really selfishly,
Yep.
you were talking before about if we figure out using Mirror and getting the wallet, how do we show you that we've done that?
In good faith. I mean, you could show me a screenshot if like a lot of people are, claiming. But I mean, but just like, yeah, just send me your honestly, I believe you if you have a TerraStation wallet, at least you did something.
I mean, I've got it now, but the biggest thing is I tried to send you a screenshot on DM on Discord.
Oh,
and
no,
it was like,
just
whoa,
send me
whoa.
just send me the TerraStation wallet address. That's enough.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah, that's just the address at the top, right? Because that's what I sent you. Don't steal my money if it's the wrong address.
I
just
can't
steal your
steal
information.
money. That's like an address is like a slot for a mailbox. Like you can only like put stuff in. You can put garbage in, but you can't take anything out.
So I shouldn't have sent you my recovery keys also then.
No, definitely not.
Just ignore those.
Definitely delete that
don't
right
use
away. Oh my god, one
Toss your
YouTuber.
sin in there just in case.
Oh, that's what I led with that.
Where are you guys sending this, by the way? I don't see it.
Oh, I think your DMs. I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see. I
bounce
understand.
back.
I see. Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
the
I
best
sent
place
it
to
just
put
to
it.
you.
Yeah,
directly.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, send
Mine
it to
got
me
bounced
directly.
back, I think,
No
but-
worries.
Just in the text chat.
I mean, I mean, all of the stuff is public anyway. It's really not a big deal, but you can send it to me directly if you want.
Okay. Thanks, dude.
I mean, and I'm showing all my funds and everything. So
Honestly, it sounds so funny, but so many YouTubers and like people in the crypto space are super I hate to use the word cryptic about it, but like honestly, the number of people who are like, and you should do this, and this is what you should do, and I'm a genius, and this is what you're gonna do, and then you're like, I have no way of knowing that you've made any money off of this. So
No, the reason why they
I
don't
don't
show is because like people pocket watch. So
Yeah.
a lot of these YouTubers, they actually do trading. So like people can watch their trades, right?
yeah,
So I mean, people like to be private. I mean, even especially when it comes to money. So I understand.
no, I get it. Yeah,
It's like, and check this out. So I don't think he got targeted because he was a YouTuber, but a YouTuber that I watch, which I kind of think is like pretty sad. I shouldn't be laughing. But the guy was on Twitter, and it's an Atomic Wallet. So all you guys should know Atomic Wallet. He was on Twitter trying to get support. And Atomic Wallet was actually like, I mean, they were answering questions, but there was a fake account that was also answering questions. So what he did was he actually responded to the fake account, and they got him in the direct messages in the DM, and they actually tricked him into sending his recovery phrase.
oh no,
Yeah,
that's like
man.
rule number one, right? It's like you just
That's
never
rule-
send
You
that.
should never send your recovery phrase to anyone. Some scammers might say, hey, send funds here so that you can get all your funds back, and then once you send funds, you'll never get that money back, and you'll never hear from them again, right? Then you have stuff like that where they're like, oh, they'll pretend that they're actually support, and they'll say, hey, give me your recovery phrase so that we can take a look-see. I can't believe he actually gave it to them, bro. The guy lost 20K, but he like shrugged it off. He was like, oh, I've lost a lot more money before. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts that like people that tech illiterate, so to speak, are like, yeah, okay, cool, no problem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's a crypto YouTuber though, so I don't even understand how he could made that kind of mistake. I'm like shocked.
You say that like every crypto YouTuber is
Tech literate.
a programmer.
Well,
Who was
okay. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, because he was like, oh, I was just too desperate to get my like stuff back, because he had Atomic Wallet was having like an actual issue. So he was just like really like, I don't know. I can't. Yeah, you're right. No, that explains it, man. I'm not tech literate at all. Definitely.
Man, I
fall
feel
for
it.
that shit. Yeah, so be careful, guys. You know, that's really the only way they can get your crypto. Like, you can look at my funds all you want. You can follow my pockets and all of that stuff, right? Some people just like to be private. They don't want people to know how much money they have, so they don't get targeted. Because if they know you have thousands and millions of dollars or whatever, you're gonna get targeted, right? And they'll try to crack into your stuff. But I'm like a little small fish, 4 viewers, nobody's watching. So okay, so let's take a look here. So M Tesla, I messed up, but you know what? We can still go. So time me from 9:19. How long does this take? So for you guys, this would have already confirmed. I'm actually confirming on my ledger, so I have to like click through it. Now, Ledger, it doesn't protect you from how that guy got screwed. I mean, if Ledger pretended to be support and was like, hey, give me your thing, then he'd still be screwed.
So when you say you have to verify on your ledger, you mean like your like physical ledger, like your cold wallet, or?
Yeah, my hardware wallet. So it is a cold wallet, but I mean, a cold and a hot wallet is only in the context of how you use it.
Yeah, like if it's connected, it's obviously hot.
It's hot, exactly. So if it's a cold wallet, you just really like you just haven't connected it in a long time. Like you're not planning to use it regularly, right? So I mean, like my ledger, like I look at this, like I use this for everything. So I'm definitely gonna get another one and just start moving funds over and leaving it there, you know. So that's my situation.
So yeah, this is a silly question, but like I've seen the idea of buying multiple ledgers or like multiple cold wallets. I assume it's just so you have like you're doubling down.
It's for redundancy. Like say the ledger gets fried or like gets water damage or something.
Yeah, like something happens outside of crypto, you have like a fire or like water damage or something.
Yeah, so you have a backdoor. You have a backup.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's all.
Thank you.
You know, because it's not indestructible.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's basically like a USB stick. Right.
Exactly. So yeah, it's a good idea to get 2. But you can. But the thing is, you know, if it breaks, you don't need the backup right away. You can just buy another one and just back it up with your password. Right?
You're given your word code. I can't remember what those are called.
Your seed phrase.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, so once you have your seed phrase saved, then you're good. I mean, it's you can back it up on a software wallet. You don't have to use a hardware wallet. It's actually really cool.
Right. Okay. That's always the thing that like I wouldn't say confuses me, but like freaks me out. Is I'm like, someone's gonna come and take my crypto. Like,
Yeah, it definitely could happen if you're not careful with that seed phrase. Just write it down physically. Don't keep it saved on like your PC, right? Even your
that's
phone.
always been my thing. Is like like kudos to every app that's out there. Is when they give you the seed phrase, they're like, do not take a picture of this.
Yeah.
We know you're gonna take a screenshot or something like that. So like I'll give everyone credit for that. But
Yeah, because it's common. It's easy. People default to the easiest thing, right? So I made the trade. That was pretty quick. It only took a minute. Then I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, I'm not pooling. I'm hopping. So we're gonna go to my page. We see that we have Tesla here. I'm gonna preeminently connect to PancakeSwap just so that we can get everything set up. Now I'm gonna put M Tesla here so you can see the balance go up. Oh, I guess it'll show up here when I click it. So, I connected already. What the hell? Sometimes,
Honestly, I appreciate how transparent you are. Like that, as much as a lot of the different YouTubers and like streamers and all that talk about their. I know that we can't take anything from you, but I appreciate that you're like, this is how this works, and you step it, like you walk us through it.
yeah,
It's different from a lot of people who are just like, no, do this. And you're like, well, I don't know how, so I'm just gonna not do it.
yeah.
So I appreciate it.
Yeah, because I went through the same thing. I actually had a YouTuber kind of do the same thing for me, and he would do like fucking 10-hour lives. And his actually, bro, I really want to emulate this guy's room because he basically was able to leave his stream running 24/7, and people would jump into the Discord and kind of just like talk to each other or do whatever, and yeah, and I talked to him like about Ampleforth. I was really skeptical or didn't really understand it and didn't get how it went, but just having someone there to talk to you and walk you through things, you can go way farther if you definitely are like willing to like, you know, learn and stuff. Because
it's way better than like kind of learning on your. I mean, like
On your
there's
own,
a lot
yeah.
of learning on your own that happens, but then to have someone confirm it or have someone
someone
be
to
like,
bounce
yeah,
off
okay,
of.
cool, or be like, no, that's what's wrong, or fix that.
Yeah, because when you're just researching on YouTube, you're not able to really ask anyone questions, especially like on the phone, right? That's like
Yeah,
not,
exactly.
it's not a thing anymore. So yeah,
No,
I asked
so
him
I
so many
appreciate
questions.
these. They're super helpful.
Hey man, I'm gonna do this every single Wednesday. You know?
I love it.
Yeah, we'll probably cut off around like maybe 10.
I was gonna say, you've got shit to do. I assume this is not
No,
like
man.
this is not
Listen.
your full-time job.
No, listen. I'm fine. I don't like. I got a lot of things going on. Like I go to university. I work full time. I also do this. I'm also trying to make content for Scale. I try to do stuff for the Graph. But this is all because I like it. You know, it's like as long as you find something that you like to do, like just do that shit, right? Like
Yeah.
don't get
No,
stuck.
you're excited about it.
Yeah, I'm excited about this stuff, right? And I am so excited that I was like, let me find work. And I tried to find incentivized projects and stuff. The first steps are really just like learning how to send crypto around and just understanding the like a bit about the mechanics, just so that you're kind of not lost when people talk about liquidity or something like that, right? But once you're you got your vocab up, I think the real play in crypto is just to find work. Is really just to find a company that you like and try to find a job. And not a full-time job. And I think that's the beauty of this too, is that you're talking about internet money. So already in an age where we have a pandemic, so you're not looking for a job where you're going to be walking in the door, and you have internet money, so you're able to work across the world from your couch for a lot of things, right? So a lot of things that were like, okay, well, you know, we needed digital jobs already, then you're set. But even things that are like typically like customer service, so like a lot of jobs were in a building. Even crypto, like a lot of crypto projects had buildings and they
Yeah, you had like a
office space.
physical space.
Yeah, so like if you wanted a crypto job, like they weren't as open or as like, hey, like we're just gonna look abroad. Now it's like everything is completely digital. Everyone's like, forget it. We're just gonna look for anyone, the best person, you know. But
Yeah.
But at the same time, crypto's a very small industry still. When
Yeah,
I looked at
it's nuts to think about when you get involved in it, because you're like, holy shit, everyone's talking about crypto, but the reality is that like not that many people are.
No.
that's
Like,
that's
look-
the hard part for me, at least, is I'm like, everyone
It's
knows
tiny.
crypto.
people think that it's a crowded trade and that it's overvalued and it's gonna crash. I'm like, dude, look at how big Ethereum is in terms of the market cap. Like relative to the rest of the crypto space, it's number 2, right? Like
Yeah.
you already know that. Look at Ethereum's fucking YouTube page. ETH Global. If you wanted to ever get bullish on something, right? Just I always like
Oh,
go back.
it's
I always
all
go back
like
to this.
PR and everything, right?
Sorry?
It's all well at this point for them. It's all PR. Like there's science behind it, but like they're just trying to get people into what they're doing.
Yeah. They have a whole YouTube page. They're very, very extremely active. All they get is like 500 views, 2,000 views.
Yeah.
500 views.
It is what it is.
Weeks ago, months ago. Like, look at it's a lot of content, but still, like for something that's worth the goddamn size of some countries. You know, not the countries themselves, but like maybe their bond market. If you go to
it's nuts.
it's nuts, man. This should be way more popular.
I think a lot of it is how the information is actually communicated and disseminated to the public. I mean, it's still so prohibitively technical that regular people, I mean, like, just knowing what's going on is almost a full-time job just to be able to keep up.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's, you know, other than Bitcoin and maybe Ethereum, if somebody is like aware of the space, even talking about the concept of DeFi to like a normal person,
That's
just like
dude,
you tune out because it's too much.
This is why I'm telling you, holding these assets, you're gonna be like the 1%, because a lot of people, like, they're not even gonna offer, like, okay, they're gonna offer price exposure, they're gonna offer you to be able to invest in these things, but most of the time there's gonna be like an institution that actually is holding this asset for you, and you're just gonna be like getting staking rewards, and like you're only gonna be like if anything, if it's really like the way I think it could be, is that they don't even really like make it that easy to buy this stuff. They make it so that they use it, like the governments and the companies use it because it's very useful technology, but the average person is not going to be thinking about cryptocurrencies. It's technology, it's not money. You know, it's technology. It's something that it's a financial layer to the internet. Most people don't understand how the internet works. Most people are not invested in the internet, right? But they trade like Facebook stock, right? So it's like, you know, it's one of those things where you're not really like, you're definitely gonna be like part of a 1% if you have like a sizable stake in like Cardano, or, you know, like I think so. I mean, maybe Cardano, I mean, it was much better when it was 5 cents. Let me look at the market cap of when it was back, because like this is kind of tripping me out.
Do you think that and I mean, I just don't really know the answer to this, but with the Mary hard fork that's coming for Cardano and Cardano becoming like a multi-coin project, do you think that they're going to start nipping at like ETH DeFi's coattails? Because from what I've seen, like, you could do stuff a lot cheaper on the Cardano network. So I mean, I don't know if it's going to be the same thing, but if you can build other projects on like the Cardano network versus ETH with the gas fees.
Yeah, it's Cardano is a immensely superior like platform, like incredibly superior. You know, as a tech guy, like, so like someone who programs, like, lightly, I'm not a genius or anything, but looking at how Ethereum is built, like, I've started learning Solidity and stuff, like, even I can see how it's dumb. Like, it's like, I don't understand how so many people stand behind it.
Yeah.
I really think it's just the fact that it has such a strong network effect that people stand behind it, and then they delude themselves into saying like, oh, it's worth pushing this.
Well, it almost becomes like an identity thing, right? It's like Bitcoin maxis. Everybody's like, it's only Bitcoin.
Yeah, like
that's like, it's just.
Yeah, what I think is, exactly. What I think happened is that back in 2017, like, you had Cardano just fucking started. Like, Cardano didn't exist. Like, you had October 2017, Cardano just started. It was an idea, and it went to $3.
Yeah, that's wild. Well, even trying to read the white paper, which is like 45 pages on its own or something.
Yeah.
There are so many other documents linked into it.
Oh,
I
there's
ended up
tons.
having almost 1,000 pages of other research to do before I could grasp the white paper. Versus ETH's white paper is super. I mean, it's still complicated, but in comparison,
It's
like
simple.
it's like a children's book.
Yeah.
In comparison to how they talk about the program.
No.
And Charles is just a fucking genius.
Well, what he did was he assembled a team and he said, "Hey, we need to put first principles at play here, and start from the drawing board." Like they built Cardano up from the ground up.
Yeah. They're working with like universities and research teams,
Yeah.
which is something that most other projects aren't doing. There's like
Like,
a
I'm gonna-
level of legitimacy there with their process.
I'm gonna lay it out for you here. There's only a few novel projects out there. The rest of them are all just copycats. So you have Avalanche. Oh shit! I already opened that. Cosmos, Cardano, and Algorand.
Sorry, I don't know the answer.
Algorand is created by like a really smart MIT professor that has like a Nobel Prize in like computer science.
Oh
Right.
damn.
Nobel doesn't actually, if you actually Google it, it's not actually Nobel, but it's like Nobel level in computer science.
Right.
It's a big
Like
deal.
an equivalent.
You know how you talk about ZK rollups, ZK snarks?
Yeah.
The guy who created, well, you do, right? You say like you don't, like you've heard of ZK rollups.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Right. Yeah, I'm not even asking if you know it, right? Like it's just a thing, right? It's a mathematical principle, if anything, right? But applied in computer science. The guy who created Algorand was a big part. I don't know if he's the only guy. I'm pretty sure he's not, but was a big part of ZK snarks.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a very legitimate project in the sense that it's a novel blockchain. Like it works better than Ethereum. Just bottom line, you know. Ethereum is competing with these projects. You guys, like, this is. Hold on. So Algorand, you see the run up that Cardano did to like 30 million? Algorand very much could do that. Very much so. We're talking a 30x potential for sure. Easily.
Yeah.
This is so fucking undervalued, guys.
That's a pretty good trading volume too.
Amazing. Algorand is a very big project. Like, it's like,
Damn.
you know,
I was gonna say,
World.
sorry, it's beyond trade volume and all the stock loveliness. Is Algorand, like the stuff behind it, is actually worth getting behind? Like, it's
Yes.
the actual technology behind it.
Yeah, so the technology. So this is where things like the actual tech really matters, right? Like Tron is just like a copy of Ethereum, essentially, right? It might do well price performance wise, sure, but in terms of like longevity, we're talking about like something that's gonna be useful for people and actually gonna have strong armor, you know, in the sense that like it's just longevity. Like, there's no other word for it. It's just something that has you know, legs and that can last a long time. It's something that has fundamentals like Algorand, where the founder is pretty much the guy who created ZK Snarks. So when it comes to when people are talking about the future of crypto, ZK Snarks is actually supposed to be really important. Now, Algorand they're just getting started, so they really only launched in 2019. Like, yeah, mid 2019, they just launched at around $1, so they're only coming around where they used to be, but forget price. But when it comes to the technology, like I'm not like off the top of my head, I don't remember how they all work. But it's a proof of stake blockchain where basically everybody's staking all the time. So to overcome the network, like you need to have like over 51% of the supply. Like you need to have like pretty much all the supply of Algorand. But I don't know, like it's like the security measures, like do the research, because like there's a lot of stuff out there if you really want to know. But just off of what I've learned, there's a lot. There's the technology here is attractive for sure. Also,
sorry, I was gonna say, do you know off the top of your head if it has? I mean, it might still be too new, but if it has any like corporate adoption, or if any like companies are looking at it?
Yeah. So that's actually, so forget the tech, right? Sometimes it doesn't even matter. Like Ethereum's tech is garbage, right? And it's worth like $200 million or $200 billion. So yeah, we could talk about the tech, but the partnerships are what matters, and if it's actually getting adoption. So what's cool about Algorand, let's go to their Medium. Let's just like kind of scroll through. What's cool about Algorand is they actually do have some partnerships. They're gonna be, for the biggest one is well, that's cool. You can run Algorand on a Raspberry Pi, so you can actually stake Algorand on like a very lightweight computer.
Well, now I know what I'm doing with my Pi.
Yeah, I mean you can stake Cardano with the Pi.
Can you really? I didn't know that.
Any Linux computer, man.
Damn. All right.
Any staking
hold
blockchain.
up, I need to get my Pi into this because I haven't used it forever. But
well, the important thing about staking is that you have a good internet connection. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have that, so sorry.
There's not a lot of staking blockchains that require you to have a lot of like computer power. The worst thing is like you might need a big hard drive or something like that. So it's not uncommon to see like, oh yeah, you can run on a Pi, but
it's more about being able to verify blocks 24 hours a day, which is the internet connection, right?
Yeah, so the internet connection is the most important thing. You need to be able, because for some networks, like you're not going to mint any blocks unless you have a stable connection.
Yeah.
Because if you have a bad one, then you get sent down like I don't know. I'm very novice with this stuff, so I'm not too sure, to be honest. But and every blockchain is different. They all have different rules. But I don't know why I'm scrolling through this. I know them off the top of my head, but Algorand has a partnership with World Chess. So World Chess will basically be like running their reward system or something like that off of the Algorand blockchain. World Chess Algorand. Yeah, this is straight up on their website. So chess players from around the world are now able to compete for the official FIDE online arena ratings and qualify for official titles. Official ratings and title data are recorded on Algorand's decentralized blockchain network in real time, bringing reliability and transparency to the rating system of digital chess. Right? So not that this was the thing is that this is kind of like a gimmick, because it's not like World Chess had a problem with people trusting their rating system when it was on their network, right? But what it does do is that it gives them longevity, where if the company went down, people could probably still run this system. Like they could probably hand off the keys. So it gives them like this backbone where they're not running on the building that their servers run out of. They're running on a fucking blockchain that's like supposed to be invincible and supposed to exist for hundreds of years, as long as people are continue to stake, right? Like these digital assets never degrade, so they're supposed to last as long as the network exists. So
until we get hit by a solar flare that knocks out the power grid and everything.
Yeah. I mean, once we have no power, then we have bigger problems than chess, right? So as a player, ratings will be verified on the blockchain. Results reporting will be reliable and secure from fraudulent activity. So like say they get hacked or something, right? Like there is a reason that they do this, right? Like anything could happen. And I think World Chess is kind of a big deal, so like people do kind of care about their scores. So Algorand Online.
Couldn't this be something that you could deploy for like the Olympics or FIFA or something where there has been evidence of fraud and corruption and stuff in the past? Like I'm thinking for like doping results. If you had all of that information on a blockchain, nobody could tamper with it.
Yeah, for sure. Like I don't know how people get around these certain systems, but any case where people can tamper with data, like voting, even like authentication of like test results for sure. Like if you have like you know, like the way that would work is like you're only allowed to get tested at like a certain facility, and when you get tested, that facility will certify your test results. And then that result will be recorded on the blockchain. Like otherwise they could fraudulently say that they got tested when they really didn't, or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. Or you could be like university diplomas, right? If a university was just like, hey, we're gonna reward everybody with a blockchain ID for their diploma. And you hold that like in your wallet or something like that. That's why digital identities are really important, because like you need it to be recoverable. Like say you lose that wallet or you lose the keys to the wallet, you don't want it to be like an asset. You want it to be like attached to your identity. Mm-hmm. That's why Cardano's gonna be huge, man. I mean, they're working on identity on the base layer. Like they're focusing on solving that issue, not as like a fucking token, like SafeKey or something like that, right?
Well, yeah, one of their main things is like finding a solution for unbanked and undocumented people so that they can prove ownership. Which benefits everybody at the end of the day.
And what's ETH doing, right? Like DeFi isn't supposed to be for us. Like DeFi, we don't need DeFi. The only reason we need DeFi is like so that we can get like high yield, like a high interest rate. But typically we don't need like lending. Like we have access to borrowing. We have access to even the lending market where we can lend our money out in like a institution. Like we don't necessarily need that. You know, sure, it's nice to have like a trustless system where it's not completely credit based and it's not relying on like people who print money or whatever. But we have access to it. The people who need DeFi are people who don't have access to any of this shit, right? People who their land deed is a fucking 100-year-old piece of paper that's like degrading, and like once they lose that, then like your deed is pretty much the fact that people know you for like 10 years and that you've been their neighbor. Right, like you know, you get what I'm saying here, right? Like a lot of people like they don't even have ownership to their land, even though they've lived on it for hundreds of years with their family, right?
Yeah, well, that was one of the things that Charles was talking about in his TED Talk from like 7 years ago or whenever it was. Is that there could be a guy who's lived on a plot of land somewhere where documentation isn't really a standard, and something happens, the region gets destabilized, he becomes a refugee, and when he eventually comes back to his home, somebody else is living there, and then like how do you prove that it's actually his land?
Exactly.
If you don't have, you know, like as broken as our system is, at least there are checks and balances, and there are things that we can do to secure our assets and what we own and actually prove ownership. It's
so important.
Yeah.
And there's no trustless system until blockchain to actually do that. That's why this is bigger than Bitcoin.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, all Bitcoin is a store of value and like guaranteed transfer of value. But beyond that, like really what do you do with it? It's too big to be transactional on a day-to-day basis.
At this point, with the gas prices being so high, or like or Bitcoin transaction fees. It's a novelty.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like it's the most efficient way to move capital around. The only thing that it has going for it is the security, the perceived security, and the
popularity, because that
and the popularity,
pushes the
right?
price up. Yeah.
The popularity for the price action, but in terms of technology, it's a novelty. It's a novel idea. It was the first blockchain, right?
Yeah.
And that's valuable. There's definitely value in owning like a Bitcoin or whatever, right? It's gonna be like,
but yeah, there's so much more interesting stuff going on that's pushing the industry to a point where it could really revolutionize. I mean, like, the other thing too is like, what blockchain is Pfizer going to pick for their supply chain logistics?
Oh yeah, that's going to
like,
be huge.
Like, that's the kind of stuff that I want to be paying attention to, that I probably should be already.
Just imagine, like, watch when the markets start turning their attention to, oh yeah, what's, just like you said, what's Pfizer going to use? Like you see Tesla bought Bitcoin. Tesla, guys, I haven't shared this with you yet. The best chance for Tesla to get into crypto, like if they were to pick any crypto right now, the closest one to Tesla is Energy Web Token, EWT. So just hold that nugget of knowledge and dig deeper and learn about that. Like, yeah, absolutely, you're gonna hear about companies start using blockchains. Absolutely, you already see it. They already are. That's not new.
Yeah. And it's not going to be like the cool, sexy tech innovations. It's like, how does Toyota use blockchain to guarantee quality assurance on their parts, and what project do they choose for that? Because that's something that, like, yeah, it's not going to moon, or it's not going to be quite as volatile, but over 20 years, if that's the blockchain that they go with, that's going to be incredibly valuable.
Well, who's to say? Well, dude, if they were to make that announcement tomorrow, of course, that whatever crypto it was, it would moon.
Yeah.
Why do you say it wouldn't moon?
Well, I just mean it wouldn't be as like hectic and volatile as some of the other coins, or like DeFi projects or meme coins or whatever.
Oh yeah. I mean,
it wouldn't be as exciting.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I think whenever like a company like that would come out and say that, hey, we're using like Cardano, even at Cardano's price, it's gonna fucking go up like 50% a day.
Yeah.
The only reason Bitcoin went like oh my god, like Tesla, like think about it. Look at the candle that Tesla printed in Bitcoin. Right?
Yeah.
Off of the news of just buying this shit. And it moves Bitcoin that much. Dude, imagine that being just like Ethereum even. Right?
Yeah.
Like the boring companies are in Ethereum already. Like nobody cares that Microsoft is using Ethereum. Like they're supposed to. They're the software companies, right?
Yeah.
But it's when the arbitrary like car companies or the random, everyone's like, what the fuck? Like I didn't know you could use crypto for that, and they start opening their eyes and seeing like, oh, and then they're gonna rush to the exchanges to buy that shit, bro.
Yeah.
And it's because the value of it, whatever it is so much lower than Bitcoin. It's just gonna, like, the prices are gonna push up a lot. Like if you guys have any fear, like, oh, I missed out on like a lot of gains, like there's so much room, especially if you're looking at things around the $1 billion market cap. Like I already told everyone before, like the graph sitting at like a $1 billion market cap, like it's bound to go up. It's not going down from that. It's not breaking that level. Now it's at like 2 billion.
Yeah.
Then you had
and for every smaller project you miss out on, there's going to be 10 others behind it as this gets more saturated and becomes more popular and adopted.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy, man. I mean, like, yeah, anything around 1 billion, 2 billion even. If it's like a mainnet, like a layer one, like Algorand, Zilliqa, Cosmos is already at 5 billion. Look, That's a 5x from when it was at $1 billion. Avalanche, $3 billion. It was $10 not that long ago.
Damn.
So, I'll be right back here, Josh. But yeah, that's the game. I'm telling you guys, like to me, 1 billion looks very small. Like Ethereum when it had its huge run up in 2017 was at $1 billion. Right? So all of it went up like 200x from there. From $1 billion, guys.
That's pretty wild.
Right? Looking at the market cap here, February. Not price, market cap. Not price, come on. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna forget that, I don't care. So I'm gonna do the chain hop real quick just to show you guys how to do it. But this is more advanced. Like do staking first, and once you're like you get some extra mirror and stuff, then yeah, do the chain hop and go on to PancakeSwap, sell some Tesla for some pancake or whatever. Like just go wild. There's really, you have nothing to lose and you have everything to gain. You really do.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch your video again.
Yeah, just check it out. I go through it kind of quickly, but like, you know, just look at the apps that I'm using and just kind of follow along.
Yeah.
So whenever you have an asset here, even if it's UST, as long as there's something here, just click on the actions and go send, and you select the network you want to send it to. So the other day I actually sent to Ethereum by accident, and I was like, fuck, I gotta send it back. So it cost me like $10 just to send it back to Terra. So you can go from Terra, where we are now, to Binance Smart Chain. So that's where PancakeSwap actually is. So we'll revisit this maybe next week if you guys are staking. Like I don't want to go too fast, but I do want you guys to learn this stuff because it's like I feel like I'm by myself if no one knows how to do this stuff, to be honest. So jumping on to Binance Smart Chain is really easy. All you need to do is just select the chain, put in your chain address. So I am going to connect here. Let's see if this shit works. What the hell? What's going on? If your wallet's ever like acting up, I don't know if this will fix it, but like settings. Yeah, settings, advance, and reset account. Reset. And then I'll just like refresh this page, try to connect, nothing. So I'll just close this. Try again. Come on now. What the hell? Sometimes Brave wallet is really buggy, like Brave browser. I'm gonna turn it off. Turn it back on. 'Cause I'm trying to avoid like shutting the browser down. Come on now. See, yeah, it's like fucking broken. Come on. Oh, this is whack. Hey, I guess I'm closing this then. Oops. Can you guys still hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Yeah, sorry, I just closed Discord by accident. Brave's just like screwing me up right now. I wonder if I'm still live even though I closed the YouTube page. I don't care about that anymore. Probably not. Probably takes me off live, right?
I don't think you're live anymore.
Yeah, I closed the YouTube page so it's not live. That's probably what was messing me up. Oh, shit. Fuck.
Oh, you might be actually. I still got the delay, but I think there's audio coming through on it.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Oh, you are. I just heard myself say I don't think you're live anymore, so never mind. You're still going.
Nice. Wow, that's kind of... Oh, because it's running through OBS, that's why. If I was running through YouTube, it would probably close. Currently active. All right, let's try this again. Hold on. Pancake. Alright, let's come on. No, come on, man. You serious? Are you serious? What the hell? Alright, we're gonna... Okay. It doesn't need to be this complicated. I'm gonna do it on Google Chrome. I try to keep everything on the same browser, but sometimes like this is really the only way. And this one doesn't work either. What the fuck? Oh. There we go. See? Different browser. I'm telling you, it's it's friggin' this thing. Alright, so I just wanted to copy this address. Could have done that a million ways, but I was also trying to connect. Go to Terra. And if you have any questions, just let me know. But all I'm doing is just sending my Tesla to PancakeSwap and subsequently to Binance Smart Chain. So send Binance Smart Chain. There's my address, maximum. Now, because I'm hopping from another chain to another chain, there's actually a shuttle fee. Like they call it a shuttle, but there's like a chain hop fee. So it's 0.1% of the transfer amount, or a fee of $1. So if it's over $1, I mean, so if it's over, well, it says it right there, a fee of $1 or 0.1% of the transfer amount, whichever is greater. If a charge, if it's, oh yeah, so if I send like $100,000, they'll charge 0.1% of that. So it's a nice business that they got going on there, because it is kind of like a company that's facilitating the chain hop. It's not completely decentralized and trustless. So I'm just broadcasting this transaction. This really should have took a lot less time. Wouldn't take any time at all, really. But that's it. It's sent, and it pretty much sends like pretty fast. So I'm gonna go to trade. Oops. Exchange. Refresh. Refresh again. And there it is. Like nothing. Right?
That's pretty sweet.
Nice and elegant, very sweet. They just integrated PancakeSwap in Binance Smart Chain maybe like 3 weeks ago. And they are doing like liquidity mining with it. So I'm actually going to sell like half of this, 0.015, into BNB. Yeah, BNB. Is that? Oh, it makes a sound. Cool. Oops.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, that's what that was.
Nice.
I was like, I thought it was you guys or something. So, man, this would hurt me in Ethereum. This would cost like $10 just to approve. $1. This is what? Why is it so high? Should be lower.
Yeah, I don't even want to touch my ETH right now.
What the hell? I'm so confused. Wait, this is not. Wait, that can't be right. Because I was paying like pennies, so for it to go that much, I don't. It's probably wrong. So on Binance Smart Chain, you pay the fees in BNB. It's not Ethereum.
BNB's doing well too, Ed.
Oh yeah, it's performing like a beast. Because it was really low. Like it wasn't. It was like under 10 billion. I think. What is BNB at? Yeah, it was under 10 billion for a while. So by the time you hit December, it was in the 5 billion range. Like all of this could happen. What's really crazy, right, is that BNB is built on top of Cosmos, like on Cosmos technology.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's what made me really bullish on Cosmos. But then I realized, like, oh, BNB has way more use case than Cosmos does. Right? Way more use case, right? But Cosmos is just like a bigger project, so they're moving slower. Like all of this stuff is gonna take a few years. Like even though I'm saying like, oh, you know, like Ethereum 2.0 is gonna take 4 years or whatever. 4 years is not a long time. But the amount of things that can get built in 4 years on these other chains and the likelihood of that happening is pretty high. Like it's not like people are gonna pay thousands of dollars just to launch like a little project. Like a lot of people are just gonna go to other chains. And Ampleforth is like moving to other chains. Like this is gonna be like guys, if I'm not like sharing enough info or I'm sharing too much or something, like do try to keep up, because like you really will crush this market if you're up to date. If you just understand how to pool and how to do this stuff, right? The sooner you get rid of your skepticisms and stuff, like the better you'll do. Because like there's so many opportunities that are going to start showing up, especially when you're dealing with like other chains that don't have as high fees as Ethereum. That's just my assumption. Like Binance Coin is a great example of that, because PancakeSwap is on it right now, and that just got popular. Price is a good historical record to show you like what happened. Wow, $10. Holy fuck. It was just at like $6. I thought I was done, but it's not. Yeah, so it was September 2020, but it did nothing since September. For a minute, man, it did nothing. And then early January, right? Look at BNB. Early January, it started to see all of its use. Once Pancake, like I don't know what they did differently, but they got a bunch of users, because that's a bunch of people buying up the token for some reason. Right? Not even early January, like mid-January. Right? Mid-January. Well, it went up before that, but that was like everything else was moving up, so it's a top coin. But mid-January, right? That's when the price really started going crazy for Binance.
It happens so quick with some of these.
It's because of the use case, guys. I'm telling you, when I'm telling you like, hey, this is coming out, price action follows that. You know? And if you're sitting around like, oh, I don't know, I'm skeptical, like you're just gonna miss out.
I feel very attacked by that statement.
I went through the same thing last year. I went through the exact same thing last year, so I understand. But that's the conclusion that I made at the end of this, was like, I'm not missing any more.
Yeah. I mean, all I have to do is look at the price of Elrond. I almost bought it when it was $7. I hesitated, didn't buy it, and then last week it was $215. Like that's. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, is that none of us would have put a life-changing amount of money in. It would be nice to have a few $1,000s, though, for sure.
Yeah. But I mean, like any gains, any increase, like that's more money that you can make, and if you're diversifying it over different coins and you're staking and all that, like it adds up.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it was actually affordable to get 10 Elrond before. Well, I mean, it's still affordable now, but it's just like way more. 10 times the price.
But it jumped quick. I think that there's going to be a correction on it. I mean, the price is already dropping back down.
No, dude. See, you're not listening, right? Elrond is actually another one of those unique projects, but I think Zilliqa and Elrond are kind of like in the same boat, where they're kind of similar. But Ada's really the one that has like the very long legs, because they have technology that computer scientists will look at and be like, I'll use that. And like, you know, and a lot of people would use it. These other chains, they're all being driven by the same fundamentals. There's no Elrond corrects while everything else does not correct. the entire market moves the same. It might not feel that way. The only reason that Elrond went up so much is because it was way, way, way undervalued. Like, it was way below all the other projects that are like it. We're talking about relative valuation, right?
Yeah.
Like, and relative, remember, if all of these are supposed to be like Ethereum, what is $2 billion to $200 billion? If this is a better platform.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Look at fucking BNB. It's the same thing. If BNB is a better platform, it went from 5 billion a month ago, like 2 months ago. Right? Like, you got to get that, oh, it's going to correct out of your head, because until Bitcoin corrects and goes back down 50% or something like that, even when Bitcoin corrects first, like a lot, in 2017 or whatever, when Bitcoin started correcting for good, ETH started hitting its all-time high.
Yeah. Well, and that's when like the first altcoin season happened too, right?
Mm-hmm.
When Bitcoin dropped, all the altcoins spiked.
Started spiking because that's where people were taking their profits
Yeah.
and putting it into altcoins to make more. So yeah, I mean, it's like, this is just the beginning. It's very early. We haven't gone anywhere. I mean, if you want to protect yourself, like, don't look at the ones that are already in the 5. Like, even 5 is nice. But anything in like the top 10, just like buy little bits, but make your big bets in the ones that are like $1 billion. And that's not even like a risky bet. It's at $1 billion market cap. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Right? So for something to go down from 2 billion to 1 billion, like, the entire market needs to be very volatile. So like, everybody's losing money. It's not just you. Right? But when you're in an uptrend like this, like the ones that should be higher than $1 billion, like Waves, Algorand, Icon, Digibyte, all of these, man. Even Yearn Finance, but like that one has weird fundamentals, so I don't know. Like, it's gonna go to $100,000. like that's gonna be weird for people to stomach. So it might have a different price movement. But UMA, like UMA, can go to $60, $100 easy. Like, if like, relative, right? Like, I'm so far down the fucking list. Everything's in the billions now. Like, if Uniswap can go to $6 billion, like, I don't see why Digibyte can't. Or, Icon, Algorand, all those.
What's up, man? Good info, but I gotta go. I'm gonna hit
Yeah.
you back up to more questions about Mirror. This sounds pretty interesting.
Oh yeah. So wait, are you saying you have more questions? You want me to go through something? Sorry,
No,
kind of.
I a personal message you and ask you.
Oh yeah, do that anytime. But we have like the questions chat box, just in case anyone else has the same question. In the
Alright, cool.
in the questions channel. Yeah,
I'll
just
listen to the
drop a
whole thing.
line.
Good info.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you coming in. Thanks for calling. But yeah, so I just showed you guys how to do a chain hop, and then you kind of just can play around with PancakeSwap after that. The fees are low. Let me try to do that trade again. That was like too much. It didn't make sense for it to be $1. Oh yeah, I'm on the other one. Oops. I don't understand. How is it so much? I guess because it's a wrapped asset, but like, what the hell? I'm not paying that. What the hell? How come it changes to so much? Oh, I get it. Can't be reading this right. That's BNB. Okay, whatever. I want to know how much this is. Sorry. At this point, I'm just kind of just doing whatever. This is like how that's really $10. What the hell? Oh, that's Ethereum. That's why. Look at BNB, yo. Yeah, that's $1. Why is it $1, man? I'm so confused. Is it that used that it 100x in fucking gas? Like, the fuck? Whoops. It trips me out when I hear that. Ah, shit. This is so crazy, dude. Man, Ethereum has so many freaking issues, bro. Like, even the Ethereum clones have the same fucking problems that ETH does. High gas fees, fucking gas that just changes every day. Like, I was paying pennies for this thing just the other day. You telling me that that many people joined that the price of gas just went 10x? Or like, yeah, was it 10x? I don't know.
That's crazy that it fluctuates that much.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's actually stupid. What do you mean, inefficient? What? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, like this is... I press confirm and it's not going to my ledger. All because some stupid fucking transaction before is like in the way. See, look at all this shit. It's like pending and never mind. Just reset this shit. Even with low fees, this shit is annoying, man. I can't wait until Cardano's fully launched, man.
That's going to be such a game changer.
I want to sell everything into ADA. Like, I'm resisting not, because it's just not smart to do that.
Yeah, I was thinking about dumping all of my ETH into ADA.
Well, I mean, if you have a small position, it's a good idea just to go into ADA, just because it's a smaller coin, right?
Yeah.
I have a good position in both, but if you're like just starting out or whatever, and you have like a small position, or go half and half, or yeah, dump it all, man, because ADA has way more upside than Ethereum does.
Mm-hmm.
Ethereum doubles, ADA is gonna triple, right? It's just how the proportions of this is gonna work. Because just to proportionally kind of keep up, it has to go up more in price. And there's a AI project. Oh, was it? Wait, who said? Did Ben Gorsel talk about the price of ADA? Yeah, I think he talked about ADA going to $100 billion market cap. Because I think it was either him or maybe it was Charles himself talking about it. I can't remember. It sounds more like something Charles would say, but I think yeah, but I think it was something the AGI founder was talking about, because like ADA has so much potential for use, Watch that the interview with Big Pay. I'll share it in the Discord tonight. But yeah, there's an interview where this guy talks. He's pretty much moving from Ethereum to ADA, and it's pretty much like saying how superior ADA is to even other blockchains. So, and I'm here like, cause like especially then like chains that are just trying to copy Ethereum, because Ethereum has a shitload of fucking problems, like a lot of problems, man. The program, see, this is what I was expecting is 8 cents, but it's the same amount. Yeah, I don't understand what's happening. I'm so confused. This was working so much smoother when I was. By the way, guys, most of the issues that I'm having is because I have a ledger. And I'm like dealing with it not fucking sending the transaction to my ledger to actually confirm. So this is just like, you know, why I don't want to use a ledger for everything all the time.
So if it was just like a software wallet, it would be a lot quicker because you wouldn't have that extra layer to go through.
Exactly, and sometimes that layer, like right now, it's not fucking communicating, so it's just causing a lot of time wasting.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, when you have your funds in just like a simple, and yeah, I fucking put the password in wrong. So yeah, when you have a simple software wallet, you know, it's good for using for hot transactions because you save time. You're not really confirming everything and making, you know, I don't know. I'm just trying to, fuck. And the buttons are so fucking annoying. I want a treasure at least, man. I think treasure is better. I only got the ledger because it was on sale. But imagine doing this on ETH and then having to pay like a $50 transaction after.
Yeah.
After fiddling with this shit for how fucking long. Like I swear, even on a Cardano, like you wouldn't have this issue. This is like like, yes, it because I have a hardware wallet, but the blockchain itself, it should be able to interface a lot better than what the fuck MetaMask is doing right now. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This is so annoying, man. I'm gonna just stop because I'm getting frustrated. I'm not down. What I was gonna do though is just trade it, and like I was actually gonna, man, I'm fucking annoyed because I wanted to do this. I was just gonna add liquidity. I was gonna go half thing. No, I'm gonna do this because this is like, it shouldn't be so fucking hard. What the hell? Now where's my wallet? Oh, there it is. Oh, stupid. Oh, this is why. That's why. Oh no, I am on Binance Smart Chain. So what the fuck? What's the deal? Last fucking try. Nope. Still doesn't fucking work. This is such a joke. Yeah, just stay away from ETH, guys. Like, any BNB, even, I mean, BNB has a different layer. Like, this is like, this is actually interesting about BNB is that, they have Binance Smart Chain, which is like for smart contracts for ETH, but that's not the base layer of the blockchain. That's like just the layer to interface with Ethereum. In a way, let me like look at my. Yeah, I don't understand why it's not working. But yeah, to interface with Ethereum, but Thorchain is actually built on, not built on, but it's using. It started with Binance. This is actually, like you see here how it says network fee BNB. This is the base fee, like the base BNB blockchain. This isn't like paying a fee in like the Binance Smart Chain BNB. So I don't know. I don't know how to explain that there's a difference, but there is a difference. This is more like the base layer. And Rune, this is Rune, by the way, but it's running right now. These are all BEP tokens, so these are all Binance Chain tokens. So you can't do smart contracts, but you can do like basic things. I actually got to learn a little bit about how BNB works, because like I guess maybe you can do contracts. You probably can do contracts, but they're not Ethereum based. Like this. Motherfucker. Fucking bullshit. Yeah, so I'm gonna log off. That was a good call, guys.
This is a dope call.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to show some things. Oh, and before you go, let me just live while you're here. I'll send you guys the mirror that I promised. I only got one message. I didn't get the other address from your friend there.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh shit. I'll text him.
I don't know where he sent it. He said he was gonna private message me, but he didn't. Oh, is it in the text? No. Oh yeah, he sent it in the text. No, he sent it here. No, I got you. Alright, so that's only 2 people. I'm only sending 2 mirror.
Sick. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. Let me do that while I got you here. Stupid Ethereum. I'm serious, man. Even Binance Smart Chain is like trash because it's copying Ethereum.
Yeah, I still don't know enough about all the technical aspects of it, but the more I learn, the less excited I am about Ethereum. I mean, just the timeline and the fact that they've been pushing this out for how many years already, and now they're like that video you sent me today where they're like, yeah, 2 to 4 years.
Yeah, and they're
like,
casual
sure.
about it. They're
and like 4
super
years
casual.
ago, 4 years wouldn't be that bad, but now, like,
yeah.
what's going to happen in 4 years? Something infinitely better is going to be out by that time.
Exactly. Something infinitely better is already out.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing, is that it like there's so little reason to stay on this chain. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And I still can't get over the fact that they hid a $50 million hack and just forked the blockchain.
Who? When? I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, this was I think back in 2017.
Talking about the DAO hack? No, that's not the DAO hack. Yeah, what's the story? I didn't hear about this.
I saw it in a video, but apparently I should really look into it more before I talk shit. But apparently somebody hacked the Ethereum network and stole $50 million worth of Ethereum, and they split the blockchain to like hide the fact that the money was stolen.
Oh, I know the story you're telling. That's the DAO hack. I think I
Is
know
it?
what you're talking about. It's called. You can search it up. Called the DAO hack. DAO.
Yeah.
DAO. Now that was not. It's not Ethereum itself that got hacked. It's a smart contract. And that's a person that wrote it. It's not the entire Ethereum blockchain that got hacked. From what I understand, I
Hello.
you still there?
Hi. Sorry, am I on the program or?
Yeah. What's up? How's it going?
I didn't mean to. I don't want anything else being rude. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if this was a program or it's a hold, like you're on hold, or some other place. Then.
No, we're just doing a live chat. Are you interested in crypto? You want to like talk or anything?
Actually, yeah. So actually, I found your program randomly just now, and I saw you wrote open discussion. It seemed like you take all subjects. So I was going to call and ask you guys: do you take all subjects, or do you just stay on the subject?
No, so we're generally on the topic of cryptocurrency and blockchain. But I mean, if you want to ask a question about like investing or, I mean, what was your question? I might be knowledgeable about.
Well, basically, I guess it wasn't about investing in money. I have 4 random subjects. It's different. It'll be completely off this. I don't want you to think I'm like, purposely changing it like in a rude way. I thought maybe you take all subjects the way it was written in your description on your page and all that. Then it was like open forum, all subjects and all that, something like that. So basically, it only stays on the money and investing and then crypto and all that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I was like, this channel is more so for that. But and we were actually about to come off the call, so it's not actually the best time to start a brand new convo. So if you had like a question, I mean, I can always like.
It's not really a question. It's like I'll
More
tell
of
you
a
the subjects
discussion
you
topic?
like, but it'll obviously be totally different, not related to funny things. Do you want me to put it out there for the future or?
Yeah, put it out there, man. I mean, I'm interested.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
Okay, sure. And by the way, just so you know, I don't want anyone to think I'm a troll. I have an actual page. If you want me to tell you the page, I'll give it to you. But here, 4 subjects. The first one is a light one. So you're probably gonna laugh. It's a light one. Michael Jordan fans, or the worst NBA fans. Then the other 3 are more. The other 3 are more serious. So I'll go real quickly. I've come to the conclusion Republicans in general are worse than Democrats. Then the third subject is, have you ever thought when you go to a place where you buy meat, cheese, milk, or anything that comes from an animal, do you ever stop and think you're giving your money to an industry that's literally torturing and killing animals?
Yeah.
And the last subject. Oh, what was that?
No, I said yeah, absolutely. I think about that sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nice. I'm glad you do. That shows you're a nice person. You have sympathy, compassion, empathy, and all that. The last subject. When a guy graduates high school, is there something in his biological system that tells him that he is not supposed to anymore, be attracted to other girls in high school? Then those are my 4 subjects. Then.
Oh wow, that's very interesting. No, I like that last one, man. Cause like, no, definitely not. I mean, I've seen girls while I was in high school dating older guys, right?
Right.
I always thought that was kind of weird.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I always thought that was kind of weird, but being an older guy now, like I kind of get it. It makes sense. But
about what part that they have those punishments, or that they don't? That they shouldn't have these punishments.
Well, the punishments aside, right? Just the fact that it happens is clear, but it's just a matter of like, what's the age limit and stuff like that. But once you're right out of high school and like you're in your 20s and stuff like that, yeah, it's a gray area for sure. Absolutely.
And by the way, the other reason I bring that up, it's not just the fact that they punish them. The laws are not even consistent. Like, a lot of people think for some reason, and I know why, that the law is 18. It's not. In most of America, it's 16. In some states, 17. In some states, it's 18. And then there's a lot of contradictions. I know you're ending the program, and it's not off subject, so just to give you a quick thing. The laws have a lot of hypocrisy. So, for example, in Texas, you can have sex with someone who's 17, but if that 17-year-old sends you a naked picture on the phone, it's illegal. And, a lot of people will tell you, for example, well, it's wrong. They're children. And then the same people have no problem with children driving a car, having a job, a 17-year-old joining the NBA, being a supermodel, having sex with their boyfriend then, and there's more examples. But, like for example, wearing makeup. There's more examples, but you get the point. Then.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the age of consent is it's a subjective topic, right? Like it always comes down to the society around you, and a matter of like what culture kind of suits you best, right? I think it's just the law system in democracies and stuff, like they make sense, but they don't always make sense, right? There's always going to be some contradiction.
Yeah. That's why instead of going by culture and society and subjective, they should go by the facts, the science.
By the facts, yeah.
If that's why if you notice when I asked you the question, I was very specific. I asked you, when a guy graduates high school, is there something in his biological system that tells him he's no longer supposed to be attracted to girls in high school then? So I didn't make it about any age and all that. I mean, it was a high school guy, I know, but I'm trying to get people to think logically on the science. If you want, man, it's your show. I don't want you to think I'm giving any shameless plugs. I'm happy to have you on my program, or anyone who disagrees. Do you mind if my page out there? It's up to you.
Yeah. Put the link, and then I'll follow you right away. And I'll.
What I meant was, do you mind if I bring it up right now, or again, it's up to you. I'm just asking, respectfully.
Bring it up. What do you mean?
Like saying it out loud right now.
Oh yeah, say it. Yeah, say it, man.
Thank you. If you or anyone disagrees with me, you are welcome to come on my podcast and or my live stream then to have a debate then. I have more than one page, so just to find me very easily, what you can do is go on YouTube and just type Michael Jordan fans are the worst NBA fans then, and you should easily find the page then.
Okay, let's do that right now.
Thank you. By the way, I really appreciate you being nice and respectful and kind. I call a lot of programs, and a lot of people are nice, but not everyone is nice and patient and kind, and respectful. So I really, it's nice the way you're acting.
I appreciate that, man. You're pretty. You're a pleasant conversation, and this was actually my first ever stream on YouTube. So
really,
this is
wow.
a nice way to cap it off.
All right, I got to tell you something, man. If it's your first.
Yeah.
Stream.
So, sorry, you cut out there. I heard you say if this is your first.
Popular pages myself.
Oh man, Michael, sorry, you're cutting out. I can't hear you.
Whenever you have a caller you like that you feel is interesting, go back to the subject, because you're on this topic and the host goes, "I'm sorry, we got to move on. We got to stay on the subject." They got to hang up. What was that?
So your phone, your call was cutting out a bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Have you ever heard a radio show in your car or at your house or something?
Yeah.
Where there's a great caller, the subject's great, everything's nice, and the host goes, "Sorry, we got to move along. We got to go stick to the subject. We got to go to a different subject and all that." Yeah. They make a mistake. So I'm not telling you what to do. Just giving friendly advice. Since you said it's your first live stream, if you have a caller you like and you feel like it's interesting, you're having a nice time, keep it going, because if you like it, there's a chance the audience likes it, and the audience is here to be informed and entertained, right? They want informative, entertaining things. It doesn't mean you can't. You have to. Obviously, you don't have to, but I highly recommend go with it. That's why I was kind of surprised. I was kind of surprised you wanted to go back to the. I just came in here. I didn't know what the subject was. I was kind of surprised you didn't want the other subjects, but I know you have to end the program, so I get that.
No, I just thought it was. I mean, some of them are more lengthy topics. I thought that was a kind of a quick one we can kind of get stab at. But I like the Michael. I like the Michael Jordan fans are the worst one.
The age of consent laws.
No, the age of consent laws. Like that's something. I mean, I don't think about it constantly, but I thought it was something we can kind of go over. The Republican one. I mean, you could talk about politics forever, right? Like, there's always different angles to it.
And what were you talking about the Michael Jordan fans one?
I think that's.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I think that's a very interesting topic. All Michael Jordan fans are the worst.
Not all of them, but man, dude, I'm telling you, I wish you didn't have to go. They are the worst NBA fans, man. There's if you knew the details, dude, it's not just another group. This is not like, okay, LeBron James fans, Kobe Bryant fans, Steph Curry fans. No. They are the worst NBA fans. If you knew the details, I mean, there's a reason I made a whole page dedicated to these fans. I mean, there's so much information. It's like I can make tons of videos on these people then.
Dude, well, I'm gonna check out your page for sure, and then we'll have that talk.
Thank you.
We can we'll have a chat sometime, all right?
Thank you, man. I'm guessing. I guess that's it. Or
Yeah, that's
you
it.
want to-
I was literally gonna like wrap it up maybe like 5 minutes ago or so.
Well, thank you for giving me time. You were very nice and respectful. I really appreciate it. You seem like a nice, kind person. Good luck. I hope your page. I don't know your page too well. You're welcome, but
worries.
I guess good luck to your page, man.
Yeah, good luck to you, and we'll be in touch. We'll talk soon.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Stay safe. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care.
You too.
All right, guys. Well, that was pretty much it. I mean, we weren't really doing anything. We're just kind of just chatting, wrapping up. Forgot what I was on. Mirror something. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that's it. So I'm gonna log off. Thanks for joining, guys. You have a good one. Peace.